Welcome everyone to Wasted with Wize, episode 138. Only you. Who knows who? Okay, I know. There's no fucking way Nova and Paul and Steve know who that is. Okay, so let me go ahead and put it out there. Okay, Cozy, you know, you were dancing.
Yeah.
Who is it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, Triple.
See, now this is starting to sound racist because it's like the white guys don't know who that is.
Cerebral, do you know?
Yeah. I didn't hear enough of it to know.
Steve, do you know?
I'm
Okay, saying, I'm sorry. I'm being.
You're calling out the people of color. Do you guys know?
Because it's a traditional,
you really
very colored song.
It's part of your thing.
Let me say it this way: if we did not have a clothing store, there was no fucking way I would have known who was that singer either. Okay, so let's put it that way. Okay, but it was a really good song back in the mid '80s. I think '85.
It was Whitney, wasn't it?
No, it was a guy actually. His name is Kwame, Kwame, Only You. Yep, and it was a one-hit wonder. It was one of those.
I was gonna say she was a one-hit wonder, dude.
No, he was a one-hit wonder.
Everybody has redone that song.
Wonder. That was like a half a hit wonder. Yeah.
Who's redone that song?
Everybody's redone that song. Selena Gomez did that. Whitney did that. Zoe Johnson did that. Everybody's done that.
I did not know that. I did not know Whitney Houston redid that. Of course, I don't listen to Selena Gomez, so that's a mute point for me. So I don't know.
I'll be honest, I wasn't even paying attention. See, I don't even know what the fuck you played.
You should really do your research if you're gonna call us out on shit there, Wize. You know, because
you don't even know.
Don't do any research. We correct my shit all the time.
Okay, look. Okay,
no, it's not that I didn't know, but the fact that Bob was able, or Steve-O was able to call you out and go,
well, I'm a musician, so I'm very eclectic. I know about a lot of things.
There's no racial stigma or anything associated with it, but it's a traditional, very, very 80s African-American song that was like, as I said, it's one of those one-hit wonders that I would never have known about it.
Like I said, honestly, I didn't hear enough. I really didn't hear enough of it.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention.
Just because, even if I would have recognized the song, it doesn't necessarily mean I know.
So you said African American, but really it was R&B. So are you trying to tell me that only African Americans can do R&B?
Oh God, do not.
You guys won't know this. He's the one who said it. He said, you and I would not know this. And
and Nova.
And Nova. And then he goes, so, Cozy, you know what it is? He's like, I have no fucking clue.
Right.
It's a okay, look, okay.
He was like, hey, Blackie, you know this song?
Paul is way more likely to know that song because
he was alive.
He was alive. Yes, he was alive. Accurately.
Yeah.
Also, my parents are old. My parents are old. My parents were born in the early 50s. They weren't listening to that.
Wait. So were mine.
Okay, I'm gonna dig this trench even deeper. Okay, if Lemon was here, he would fucking know who it is.
Because he was an adult listening to that. Sorry.
If Lemon was here, yes, he would know it, but nobody else on this panel would get a word in edgewise.
Okay. But he would know the song, okay? That's what I'm saying, okay?
But Lemon was alive when the song came out.
Yeah.
True that.
So was I.
I was not.
I mean, technically I was too. So.
Technically I was too.
Barely.
Oh, Oh shit! See, Triple was just like he was like the Homer Simpson meme going into the bushes. He just like slinked out and just like he said, "I do not like the direction this show is going." And I'm like, okay. He just left. I'm like, wait, well, why did it take? Why did it take?
What happened to Triple? Where's Triple?
He sort of shied away. So my question is this: like, what took him so long to realize that? What took him so long to realize this show was going in the wrong direction? There you go. All right. Okay. So yeah, my name as always is the Wise Old Gamer. I'm the man who brings the fun and dysfunctional. I am the host of this podcast every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, a little bit about this week. I've been kind of busy. It is the first official full week of summer break for us as teachers. And yeah, got a whole lot of stuff getting done. I'm in the process of going in. I'm actually going to be picking my truck tomorrow at around 7:30 p.m. So yeah.
Does this mean for real you're coming over this next weekend? We're going to get together?
Not next weekend, weekend after next, yes.
Geez, you said it was
not next.
Weekend,
I can't next weekend. I can't. I know I can't next weekend. I would never have told you next weekend anyways. That is a big no-no for me.
You did tell me next weekend. You said
it's a big no-no for him because the wife's coming in, and if he does that, he's divorced.
No. The wife ain't coming in until the following weekend. That's why I'm going to come in there a day early and hang out and then pick her up the next day and drive home. That's my plan. That was the plan. So this weekend I got a wedding to go to on Sunday, so there's no way I can be in Atlanta and back before then.
Oh, so. I'm not good enough for your Indian wedding? Nah, screw you.
Do you have... Don't get me started. Don't get me... Yeah, you could come, but you're going to have to pay your entrance fee, which is called a gift. And good luck.
I know what. Yeah.
Good luck getting that.
By the way, let me just say that I spent the day doing medical shit today. So.
Oh, okay. You okay?
He got his cat scanned.
Remember, I told
Tell us, how is the pussy
this weekend? I wasn't joking last weekend when I told you I was going to get in. I'm starting to get stuff checked out.
Okay, so what do they say? Have they found anything?
3 to 5 business days, or an ambulance will be at your door if we need you sooner. Whatever that means.
Okay, so good news, basically saying get the fuck out of here. We don't need to see you until we need to see you.
Well, or until they get the results back, because they did scan my cat today, among other things.
All right, cool. Well,
I asked how the pussy's doing.
Well, I mean, like I said, they said I'll be able to. The images and stuff won't even be at the doctor for 3 to 5 business days. I'm like, the labs don't work on the weekend. God, I hope I'm not dying really quickly.
They're like, it's like when you go to the doctor is going to be like, yeah, taking this medication, you're going to make yourself feel like 20 when you're 25. Back in the day, like you were 25. I'm like, when I was 25, I was drunk most of the fucking time, and I do not want to go back and feeling that way. So I do not want a pill that will make me feel that way. But anyhow,
no, but I got some chemicals flowing through my veins right now that
Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see you're a lot more mellow.
Like yeah,
you're a mellow fellow. If people know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, they did give me some stuff to make me relax. In fact, I almost didn't come tonight because I am kind of tired. But it is what it is.
Yates has any excuse to get in a prostate exam. I see.
Yeah, no, I'm due for one of those too, and for the colonoscopy thing, but yeah, not gonna happen.
Yeah. When after a cerebral gets a prostate exam, he lights up a cigarette in the doctor's office.
I told my dad, because they're gonna be, they're gonna check for the whole gastritis and all that stuff. I said, if they go into the back, can they do the colonoscopy while they're in the neighborhood? Because I got to get one of those anyway. Yeah, so
it's kind of like the old joke, right? They say this woman goes into the doctor's office and she's like, "Doctor, my asshole hurts," and the doctor's like, "Where exactly?" She's like, "Right at the entrance." He's like, "It's hurting because you're calling it an entrance." It's gonna keep hurting.
So I've got a funny story about that. So I had, for anybody who knows what diverticulitis is, I had a case of it. And like diverticulitis is where like a small piece, things that don't get digested, like seeds and nuts and stuff like that, will get caught in the folds of your intestine, and it'll get stuck there, and it'll just fester, and get infected. So that's diverticulitis. So when it was cleared up, they wanted to do a colonoscopy just to make sure that it was, and there wasn't any lasting scar tissue from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in for the colonoscopy, and I'm a big dude. I'm like, at least tell me I'm working with somebody that's got, small hands. So I go in.
It comes
and
Lurch from the Addams family.
Yeah, no. So I walk in. They put me in I go in. I sign in. They put me in a gown. I go back into the room, and there's a little small, frail man, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. This guy barely got any strength to lift the hose. I'm good. So I go in there. And I lay down and I lay on my side like they tell me to. And this little small man is out here. He's over here just kind of tinkering with these things. And they're starting to put me out, right? Because you're not awake for a colonoscopy. They start to put me out. And just before I go out, I see this big burly man walk in the room and ask the little frail man if he's ready. Turns out the little frail guy was just the tech. The doctor was this big burly guy, and I can remember because I was going under. All I could do was kind of like
basketball.
Yeah, the only thing I could do as I was passing out was kind of twitch my head a little bit, like saying, "No, somebody get me out of here, somebody."
You see, what you don't know is that little one is the one that's going up in your asshole to look around with the flashlight.
Yeah, he's the one that's going to hold the camera. He's the one that's going to hold the camera while the big one jumps. Yeah.
I can see Steven.
Focus, Elmo. Focus.
Yeah, the little guy is the one that does this.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. Colonoscopies are great, man. Especially after a certain amount of years being married, the colonoscopy is the only action you get. So, you get ready. Hey, it is a good thing. They give you drugs and they play with your ass. Hey, I don't see any negative in this. Okay.
Wow.
Well, we learned something new about Wize.
Yeah, we learned something new about Wize.
After 22 years, I want somebody to touch me. God damn it. I don't care if it's that midget.
Clip that shit. Wize is a fag.
Or at least you like.
No,
you
I'm
like
just
butt
deprived
stuff.
massively.
No, you like butt stuff.
Now. Just deprived massively. Triple.
Hey, listen, you can be thirsty as shit. Doesn't mean you want shit up your ass. That's gay as fuck.
Hey, if I'm unconscious with a bunch of drugs in me, I don't give a fuck what they do to me.
Clip that too.
Hey, Hey, look, if you want me, you got to roofie me first, motherfucker. I'm sorry. That's just the reality of the story.
Clip that as well. Wize is like, oh, as long as I'm unconscious, anybody can rape me. I don't care.
I mean, no.
The fuck?
It's not called rape once you're married, okay? It's called.
She wasn't the one doing it anyway, so it don't matter.
Oh shit! All right, so yeah, this is Waste with Wize. This is our podcast. We do it every week.
We're talking about video games today. Cool.
So yeah, let's go away from rectal exams and colonoscopies and actually talk about something else with the camera. And so anyhow, we do a show.
Speaking about rectal exams, let's talk about Steam. No, I'm kidding.
Steam of what? Steaming pile of what? All right, so yeah, we do a show every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. This is Waste with Wize, basically a drinking podcast. Which, well, when you're drinking, you got to talk about
two outros in your intro.
Huh? Well, no. I mean, we just beginning. People are telling me you need to introduce the show, so I'm like, well, fuck. If they don't know what the show is, they probably need to watch a couple episodes before.
You do like a quick. You approach as if you have a new listener every day. So you briefly reintroduce the show. You gotta give us our whole backstory and origin story and tragic backstory and all that.
Yeah. So we do a show every. That's what I'm trying to do. And then I keep getting injected. Speaking of somebody who's complaining about not getting a word in edgewise, you know what I'm saying? So there you go. Anyhow, so let's go ahead and get started with the introduction. So let's go to the man to my upright, to my immediate right and up, Supernova game.
Down, up, right, left, right, left, right.
I cannot.
Up, down, left,
Okay,
right, A, B, A,
I
B,
am.
X.
Yeah,
I'm
Down,
really
down,
hard for you
up,
today, I
left,
think.
right, BA, start.
It's okay. So
Yep.
he's to my he's into my he's in my northwest east corner. No, northwest
What
corner.
the fuck?
I don't know.
Northwest east?
Nova goes the
What are we
fuck
talking
out.
about?
East.
What
What is
the
West
hell did
East?
you just say?
The
What is West
northwest east
North
corner of
East.
the
Where is it?
equator
Ah,
and the north
shit.
south pole. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, let's start off.
Okay.
Okay.
People of Alabama.
Welcome to
What
Wize with Wize. Let's go ahead with our introductions. Nova, how you been doing this week? What you been doing? What you been playing?
See that direction? I'm this guy. Not been playing because I beat it. I beat the 007. Great game, by the way. That's pretty much it.
How long was the runtime on that game?
12, 13 hours ish.
I'm way past that. What are you talking about? Of course, I'm going slow.
Well, I mean, I don't blaze through it, but I mean, it was probably around 12 or 13 hours. I mean, it's probably in line with a Uncharted campaign in terms of length.
Okay.
Of course, I'm also trying to go through and make sure I get as many of the collectibles as I can too. But
Yeah, I'm not worried about the collectibles because they're so hard to find, and the freaking levels are so big that like I'm not worried. If I find a card, great, but I'm not going out of my way to find a fucking card somewhere.
And is there? I guess the ultimate or whatever the highest tier is associated with collecting all the collectibles like it normally is. I would presume.
I don't even know. I just know that there are collectibles in the game, but I'm not sure if you like get anything for collecting them or if it's just for like trophies and achievements. But like I said, because the levels are super linear, it's insanely easy to miss a card and not be able to go back and get it. And there's so much shit in all the levels, and it's not like you can hit something and then like it'll light up. Like you have to literally go out of your way to try to find the stuff, and it's just if I find them like organically, cool, I'll grab it. But I'm not like on the search for the stuff because I would be there all day in these levels trying to freaking find these cards. Is there more than the cards to collect, Paul, or is it just the cards?
No, there's also some of the portfolios or whatever they are.
Okay. No, I found those too. Okay.
Okay, cool. So overall, I mean, we're going to talk about it more after we get through our introductions. But overall, what did you give it?
I don't want to give it a number score. I don't like doing that. But I would recommend it for sure. Like I think that if it's much more Uncharted than it is Hitman, which going into it I wasn't sure what it was going to be. It's much more Uncharted than it is Hitman. It's still like not quite at an Uncharted level, but it's pretty close. In terms of like just a game, it's a good game. But in terms of being like a Bond movie, it's actually a pretty damn good Bond movie. It does a really good job of of matching the tone and feel and everything that you would expect for a Bond movie. And I also recently like binged all the Bond movies like a couple months ago. And so many of the levels and things, I'm like, oh wow, this is very reminiscent of this movie or that movie. So I really liked it.
Okay, cool. All right. So would you say, okay, is it an insta buy or is it a wait for a sale type thing?
It really depends on if you're into this type of game. Also because it is a very one and done. I mean, there are some other things you can do in it, but for the most part, most people are going to play it, beat it, and then not go back to it. So
it's got like a training area and stuff where you can
but I mean
do scenarios.
So I don't know. Like,
I guess if you're a fan of the Bond franchise,
for $70, I don't know if I would be like, yeah, everyone needs to go out and play this game. But yeah, if you're a Bond fan, for sure, just like with Lego Batman, if you're a fan of the Batman movies or you've seen the Batman movies like growing up, obviously, same thing with this. If you're a Bond fan or you love the James Bond IP, that it's obviously something. It's the best James Bond game besides GoldenEye.
And I said this last night on Bob's show. Ignore all the stuff you might be seeing some people saying it's woke. It ain't. That they they've neutered Bond. They didn't. He has sex at least twice in the thing. You just aren't.
Oh yeah,
aware
no,
of it.
he's a
Yeah,
full on womanizer, which
yeah.
I was worried they were gonna be like, oh, he's not gonna be. No, he's a full on womanizer. He's banging
Yeah.
chicks. If they're saying it's woke because M is a woman, well, they did that in the movies.
Yeah.
They made what is it? The Dame Judi Dench became M in the freaking movies, so it's not
Right.
like this is something brand new. This is something they've already done in the movies, and even Moneypenny they made black in the movies. Did I
Yep.
like that? Not that much, but I mean, it's something that it's already happened in the movies, so
That's
it's
where
in the
the
game.
word woke just
So
I still don't understand what it means, but people toss it around literally at anything
just
these
like
days that they
I'm just saying
slightly
that I
disagree
don't
with.
know what specifically would be in this game that has not already happened in the
Right.
films that they could point to and be like, oh, it's woke. Oh, M's a
what's
woman.
funny
M
is-
already was. Oh,
Yeah.
Moneypenny's black.
Yeah.
She already was. So like, what else in this game could you point to and say is woke?
What's funny is
I
one
didn't
of the
see
people
anything.
who was slamming the game before it launched is now talking praises of the game now that he's actually played part of it. That would be Grums, who was, it's woke crap. There, go woke, go broke. I'm like, shut up.
I mean, that's what those type of creators do. They'll complain about it because they have an audience for it, and people just slap it up and
Then
go to
there's
the next thing to complain about.
one crazy eyed dude. I ran into his thing once, but he's getting what's it called? Noticed because he said, it drives itself. Trust me, this game, even on easy, this game does not drive itself for the car chase sequences. No.
No, it doesn't. I will say that I was expecting a lot more car chase sequences. Like there aren't very many, and some of them are just and then like the one that I was waiting for because we see the freaking car under the tarp. I already know what it is. I see it under the tarp in Q Lab. I'm
Yep.
waiting to be able to drive that. And then when we do, I was like, this is it. Like the whole game, I'm waiting to drive this bad motherfucker, and then this is what you give me to do with it. So I was like, ah.
Hey,
But I
that's
mean,
that's the bad motherfucker that I have in Forza, so I'm happy. So
yeah, no, the Valkyrie's a bad motherfucker for sure.
All right. So Paul, apart from Bond, what else?
Forza.
Forza. Okay, so you are how many hours are you into Bond?
As of according to my stats, because I'm actually playing it right now.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you for paying attention to the show. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Go ahead. No, I'm just kidding.
It seems to be stalled at 24 hours. I know I've been in it more than that, but in Xbox isn't catching up with its thing that tells you how long you've been playing it. So
okay, cool. All right. So generally speaking, if you had to tie a score to it, what would it be?
Okay, I just real quick want to say that sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I looked at my PlayStation app. It looks like I'm clocked at 15 hours, so it took me 15.
Okay, 15 hours. That's not bad
and
for a game
I
like that.
guarantee that I'm going
say.
through it slower than he did, but it's not because
I mean, 15 hours seems like a respectable amount of time. Wouldn't y'all say for a game of this?
No, but I would say like the average person going through it's probably going to be about what I did because I don't ever try to blaze through campaigns. I do take my time, but I also depending on if it's something like certain games I want to look for everything. This isn't one that I want to do that. So for the average person that's just playing through the game to enjoy the game and not do anything extra, I would say probably about 15, which is respectable for 70. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, because
and I'm also I have to say I'm like he was saying I'm enjoying the story. Since they actually licensed the Bond music, yeah.
We all want to see that golden gun on camera, though. That's what we came here to see.
Oh, you want to see me? I gotta go pull it out of the box. Then
he's got to pull out his gun.
I will say this: they kind of hyped up Lenny Kravitz being in the game, and I don't know why because the dude's barely in the game.
That was 3 minutes of that. Yeah, that was
barely in the game, and honestly, probably the worst. The worst
did have his
acting
own
of the
level.
game.
Though he was basically the boss man of his own level.
Yeah, he's the boss man of that whole little town. But yeah,
and
he's
because
the worst
of that, James Bond is not going to turn a profit
by far.
Just like that, James Bond never turned a profit in a video game.
That was also my least favorite part of the game was that level.
Why do they do that? Who fucking cares about Lenny Kravitz now? Like, I mean, yeah, he's a good guy.
That's not the point. I don't
good guy. Lenny Kravitz is cool as shit, dude.
But it wasn't bad because of. I don't even think that level. That was his least favorite. But It wasn't.
Oh no,
bad
yeah, it
because
wasn't. It
Lenny
wasn't
Kravitz
bad.
was
No,
there.
yeah.
It was, I don't care who the actor is they put in for name recognition or whatever. So what?
No, but they paid this man some money, and like you would think that Lenny Kravitz,
Yeah,
at least
I don't
that
think
name
they. I
would
don't think they had
carry
trouble
more
making it
weight.
up.
Yeah.
I don't think they had any trouble making that
No,
up.
I don't either, but I do think that the money probably would have been more well spent on an actual voice actor or actual actor than paying Lenny Kravitz whatever they paid him for the 3 minutes he's in the game, like I said, or like you said, and it's the worst performance of the game. So I mean, but hey, it is what it is. They paid him to do it. Cool, whatever. But I felt like they made a pretty big deal about him being in the game, and he's barely in the damn thing.
Right.
That's what they always do. They always hire these weird one-off actors, and they pay them, and then you hear 6 months later, we didn't make a profit. I'm like, no shit.
Well, no, I can guarantee you they made a profit.
Okay,
dude.
good.
This game is
good. Like, don't sit here and complain when you hire all these actors to voice these people.
Also, I think they're trying to expand the audience though too, because the James Bond audience is a lot my age and your age more than the younger audience. We're going to be the ones that want to play this game.
Yeah, I'm not saying the game is bad. I'm not saying anything of that. I'm just thinking that like sometimes the choice of like, somebody made a decision.
I'm saying, but what I'm saying is to that generation,
right.
We know who Lenny Kravitz is.
Correct. Yeah, we know, and I guess he still pulls. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, they still tour.
I guess. Okay, well, enough about Lenny Kravitz.
They tour till they die.
Why are we sitting here and talking about Lenny Kravitz when we have his daughter next to you? All right, go see. How's your week been going? What you've been doing? What you've been playing?
My week's been productive. I have just finished Flame and the Flood.
Okay.
I'm kind of just going through games that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I stopped playing this. And then
sounds like a Seattle indie band.
It actually does.
No, it's a survival game. You're like in a little raft and you're headed towards just like downriver, and you have to stop periodically, collect supplies, manage your, living and stuff, and there are wild creatures and dangers about as you head down the river.
It kind of is reminiscent of that lady who's attempting to row from California to Hawaii or something. Have y'all heard of that? Like, there's this woman trying to. Yes,
that's not even possible.
No. There is a woman who is now. Obviously, the rowboat is not like the rowboat that you normally see. It's not one of those. It's like a professional looking rowboat, I guess. But
professional rowboat?
It didn't look like a normal rowboat to me.
Is that a rowboat that rows itself?
Shit. It better be.
You know how wide the Pacific is, right?
Yes. I mean, hopefully that lady knows too. I mean, like women are generally good at giving directions. She better be good.
It's basically the equivalent of crossing the entire
This
country
show is
on
so
water.
sexist.
Okay.
Swear to God.
Not
see.
The show, just the host. Just the host. Yeah.
Oh, she's just trying to become the youngest person. So I'm guessing other people have done it before.
It doesn't matter, Steve. The women aren't watching anywhere. Then the fucking kitchen's making food.
Exactly.
She's gonna die.
Or they're in some sort of OBGYN ward delivering babies or having babies or something.
The sandwich brigade will not be watching this video.
I mean, it's feasible because other people have done it. She's trying to become the first American woman.
Yeah, but like it's not a normal rowboat though. It doesn't look like a
normal
rowboat.
Not. Other people have done it. From what I'm looking at,
American woman.
Like she's trying to become the first American woman to do it and the youngest woman to do it.
You see,
my question is, other than her, who fucking cares? Like, if she did it and someone told me, hey, this woman just took her rowboat from here to wherever, I'd be like,
this is probably boat people, people that summer in the
boat people,
spring.
Because those are definitely my people. Is the boat people.
Boat people who take their, pull out their boat for the warm seasons and
boat
go down.
People sound like the lamest fucking people on earth.
Well, I guess. I mean, I know you're not Haitian, but if you were Haitian, you would be a boat person.
jet ski people, cool, but like rowboat people, get
No,
fucked. Fuck out
no,
of here.
I mean I'm guessing like not just that, but like people that are into like boat sports and stuff like that would probably be interested
Boat
in this.
sports.
No, but leave it. Okay,
Like people that wear Sperry's as a utility shoe.
my wife, when my wife found out, she said it's a white woman, isn't it? I said, yep. She's like, it's hard to be doing that crazy shit. I mean, like if you look at it, right? If you look at a horror movie, right? The first person who, there's a spooky fucking door, and the blondest woman would be like, I don't know. Let's see what's in behind that door. What the fuck? You're in a goddamn haunted ass house. There's a door on the other side. Keep it fucking closed. Most people would not open the fucking door, but you keep opening the door, so I don't know. It doesn't surprise me. They do weird shit. So there you go. Anyhow. All right. So besides that, anything else? Cozy?
Nope, just that.
All right. Let's pivot to my next panelist, Steve-O. Steven.
What's up, dog?
How's your week been going, homie? What you been doing? What you been playing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I've been playing a lot of Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. For those that don't know, yes, it is an Arkham game in a Lego disguise because there were 24 Rocksteady developers that were part of the construction of that game. And it's an awesome game. I love it. About 3/4 of the way through it. I've been playing Forza Horizon 6. Not as much as Lego Batman because I am a Batman fan and I'm just really taken back by all the movie, comic, and TV show references. It's a fan letter to Rocksteady or Arkham fans and Batman fans alike. And today I just started playing Last Light. Paul, you did it again. You talked me into buying another game. So while I was at work today, I cashed in my Microsoft points, and I only had to pay $20 for the deluxe edition, and
Nice.
installed it. I pulled out my Surface out of my backpack, and I went to console stream, and I went on there while I was console streaming and told it to install, and I was able to move some things around on the hard drive so I would have room for it. I installed it, and I started to play it here when the show started. When the helicopter crashes and you're going across the beach and you're trying to sneak past the dudes that are looking for you with guns and flashlights, and I kind of felt like this isn't fair to the game for me to play it and not be completely involved with a podcast because I'm on a podcast.
Right.
I decided I'm going to stop right now and turn my attention to the show and not. I need to be able to. I can tell right away this is a game I got to put myself in, and it's not working. Trying to split like any other game would be okay with. So you got me, Wize. You got me. I put the game on hold.
Well, that's good to hear. So okay, cool.
Other than that, my son graduated from elementary school on Wednesday. So pretty pumped about that because they're shutting that elementary school down. The county is
By
shutting
the way,
that school
I
down.
gotta pick a nit because I used to work in the school system. They're actually promoting. They're not graduating. You only graduate from high school. You promote.
I
you
know.
don't graduate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. But it was still a big deal for him, and
Oh, I know
it's
it
the
is. I'm just
last-
saying that's just a little nit. They didn't.
It's the
graduate
last
anything.
promoting class that will ever come out of that school because the county is shutting it down. The school's been open for over 150 years.
Because the county's a bunch of assholes, man.
Well, we got a bunch of housing developments that are going in the city limits. So everybody's saying, well, how I say housing developments. I really mean like just some big apartment complexes and stuff like that. And everybody is saying, well, you got all these new houses and homes and stuff going in. How are you going to school all these kids that are going to be this influx of kids? And so everybody thinks that they're shutting this old school down so that they can say, see, we don't have enough schools. The state needs to give us more money to build a school.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I mean, that's what it's all politics. It's all bullshit politics. Trust me, coming in like in the system currently right now, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. I get that. I totally.
And what they'll do
And-
is they'll say they need to raise your taxes to do it. That's the other side.
Yeah,
of
that
it.
too. Trust me.
I was feeling pretty good about Xbox until today. Please tell me we're going to talk about how Matt Booty was strung out there to die.
Mm-hmm. We'll come back to that in a second.
Xbox can kiss my ass right now. Matt Booty got up there and said all the wrong fucking things. I'm going
about
back to
Fable?
playing on. I'm going back to playing on Steam.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't even hear what he said, but damn, shit must have been bad.
Oh yeah, The one little bitty thing everybody wanted. He was like, "No, we feel we're in a good place here. We're going to keep doing this." I was like, "All right, then, fuck you, buddy."
Yeah.
Is that exclusives?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No, that's the stop putting everybody's console labels on your showcase trailers. You know, at the end, if everybody wants to know if it's coming, let them do the research. Don't put out there on your showcase that it's coming to PS5 and Switch and everything else. Just say Xbox and PC and be done with it.
Well,
But he was like, "Oh no, we're gonna keep doing that." Well, fuck you then. You don't really.
I think when it comes to third party reveals, that it makes sense not to like let people assume that game is associated specifically with your console. Why are you going to advertise that third party game for the other? But when it comes to first party games like Fable, why not let people know it's everywhere if they're trying to sell as many copies as possible? Like for first party, I don't think it makes sense to not. Although I agree, like why advertise it's other places, but for first party, I think it makes sense to.
like
for third party, I don't think
none
it
of the
does.
other guys do it, and
No, they
Xbox
don't.
is the only one that does it. And it's like, really,
Right.
I thought the brand was important.
Well,
But I'm sorry. I know we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But that's my spiel, dude. Other than the seasons changing abruptly here in Kentucky, we went from some really nasty spring weather to hot as F today.
Don't worry, it'll change back tomorrow.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, the Ohio Valley, dude. I mean, we got a saying here where in the area I live in, it's like if you don't like the weather, give it a couple days, the season will change.
Shit.
And then it'll go back.
In Houston,
It's
we
horrible.
say give it a couple hours. Holy shit, dude.
And if you live in Seattle, like what? You don't like rain? Like what? You don't want rain? So there you go. All right, Triple. How's life, big homie? What you been doing? What you been playing?
Life is going okay. I am trying to do computer stuff, and I want to throw my computer across the room. So that's great.
Trying to do computer
It's
stuff,
called the
yeah.
Windows ecosystem.
So I mean, just I do photography. I'm trying to set
Computer
up
stuff,
scheduling.
porn.
No, but I'm trying to set up as I've said multiple times on the show, I do photography work. And I'm trying to use this system to get like my own little scheduling setup, and it's not working the way I wanted to. So if I had a job that was like on average for me to shoot the property, not with a gun, if anyone wants to crack a joke, but photography, do some drone pictures and stuff like that, maybe an hour. But then somebody can schedule me like 15 minutes before that job. So I'm just like,
Oof.
I can't teleport
Ew.
between both jobs with it. So I'm like, why can't this system allow me to block out time in front and block out time from behind? It's not letting me, so I'm trying to figure that out.
That's not really a Windows problem.
Oh no, I'm not.
It's more of an
Windows
app
specific.
problem.
No, that's why I
whatever
said. That's
software
why I
is
said.
used. It's a
That's
problem
why I
with
said
whatever
computer
software is
problems, just to
using.
over
Yeah, it's just-
encapsulate work on the computer. I'm having issues while working on a computer. So without getting to the nitty gritty.
Okay, but have you been playing anything while
But
your
have I been
computer's-
playing? Yes and no. Like it's to the point. I don't think I've hardly touched games like Wednesday or Thursday. I've been trying to figure this out. But the games that I have played, my friend got Monster Hunter Wild, so I played a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds with him, and I was playing some Zenless Zone Zero just to, you know, when you want to take a step back from gaming, or not gaming, but doing work stuff, you want to jump into something you can just turn your brain off. And I was playing some of that, and I didn't touch Hellblade because I was like, I don't want to touch Hellblade right now. So probably
that would have taken a massive 5 hours of your life, apparently.
I gotta say, Triple, I really love the decor choice you went with the living room behind you.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
I've been looking to do something like that in my house for a while. Please send me links
Oh,
to.
yeah, I know that. I like I said, I photograph homes and stuff like that, and I know a few
Oh, yeah.
interior designers out there. Not really.
Yeah,
Really?
me and
I
the
like.
wife, we're into that whole
literally
gothic feel, dude.
I can literally see that it says Capcom at the bottom of the picture.
Oh man.
You crop
Yeah,
that shit
I-
out. You could have easily been like, "Oh yeah, you
Triple
mean my
Z.
lodge? You
Triple
like
Z.
my
Yeah.
lodge? We got this Capcom all
Oh,
right
yeah,
reserve at
yeah,
the bottom."
Yeah, you
Like I
guys,
told you, Lady Damascus is my bitch.
I'll take it to Photoshop next time and edit
Also,
that out.
that fire is not firing.
It's stopped. I am trapped in time. Everything around me has frozen in time
Like,
except
oh, you like my stasis fireplace?
exactly.
You're moving at the speed of
Right.
light. That's
You know,
the
you know how
problem.
expensive this shit was.
It's too much.
You know how
man.
hard it is to freeze fire.
It's
All
kind
right.
of hard. You know?
All right, let's keep going. Let's go. Okay, so we just sort of hit on the whole 007. I think it's a pretty good game of and reviews have been pretty good, pretty positive. I think it's sitting in the metas at what, mid 80s, like 85,
88.
88 or something like that.
88.
High, mid to high 80s, yeah. So it's a really good game, and the two who in our panel who's played it, they swear by it. So and of course Steve just got it, and he's going to be playing it, and it's going to give us his synopsis maybe next week, I guess.
Oh, I can already tell you that I'm gonna like it
Mhm.
because I put the game on hold. I mean, if it was usually I can sit here during a podcast and play a game,
Mhm.
but I had to stop it and say no, I can't. This deserves me playing it without any distractions. So
Yeah, there's too
I can
much
tell.
to listen to, and you can't really play and do something else at the same time. You're
Yeah.
gonna miss too much shit.
Yeah, I could tell it's going to be a good one. So you got me, IO
Yeah.
Interactive. I put it on hold. I'm going to give you my
It's-
full attention.
It's very PlayStation-y in that way, where there's a lot of exposition that happens even when you're not in cutscenes. So just playing and doing the regular shit, if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss a whole lot of what's going on.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the format of tonight's show. The way it's going to go. The Game Fest, the Summer Game Fest are coming up next week. That's our biggest topic for tonight. So we will get everyone their point in, and then we're going to open it to a free for all for open discussion. Whereas the smaller topics, I'm only going to go to two of you, and then I'll open it up for anyone else who wants to add anything. But I'll just randomly choose two people to talk about it. Is that everyone's okay with that?
What?
Whatever you want.
The Summer Game Fests are the big topic. The Xbox Showcase, the PlayStation Showcase, the Summer Game Fest, whatever.
The thing that I'm not going to really give a shit to talk about. 'cause I
well,
don't do a
like
lot of
your predictions,
speculation.
what you want to see, what you hope to see.
I don't, but every year we go through this, I don't like to do predictions because I don't,
Well, you can do predictions because you know what's going to be on that fucking showcase.
Well, yeah, I know, but a prediction show is just a filler. I mean, and I don't want to tout my own horn. We didn't touch on predictions at all last night on Game Set Live, and we had plenty to talk about.
Okay, so we're still going to do predictions because that's always
Okay.
fun to get speculation from people who everybody's from different genre. What you like to see, what you won't like to see, what you think you're going to see, what you don't want to really care to see, but what you will probably see. Okay, just different topics. But everyone is going to have their spiel for each of the fests: the Summer Game Fest, PlayStation Showcase, and Xbox thing. And but the other ones I'm just gonna go to two people, and then I'm gonna open up for everybody else. So let's go ahead and talk about the first one, Steam Deck. Okay, Steam Deck got a price increase this week. The 512 gigabyte went to I think $789, went up $100, and there's a terabyte option, and I think that's close to hovering around $950, and that's really old ass tech for $950, and puts the whole Xbox ROG Ally X into a whole different light if you look at it.
Yeah.
And right now there are people up in arms about what's going on. People are like saying maybe now they should not even release the Steam machine until prices come down, because this is just too egregiously expensive for the Steam Deck. So let me go to first Nova. What's your thought on this? Like, what do you think about this price increase, and what do you believe? Like what the fuck?
Yes, go first. Famously, to the guy that plays on PC a whole lot.
Well, yeah, I want to get a console perspective, and then I'm going to go to a PC guy.
As a
person.
console perspective, what do I think about the price increase of the Steam Deck?
Uh-huh.
I don't fucking care. It doesn't fucking apply to me at all.
Well,
I
no.
don't-
Like, does that put like for example, in your perspective, a Portal in the better light, or what do you think? Like, do you believe? Like, you know, like, what the fuck?
First of all, a Portal and a Steam Deck
I
are
know they're not the same fucking thing. I'm just talking about from
That's
the
like
general
trying to
consensus.
say that the Pontiac Fiero and the Pontiac
Oh, for the love
Firebird
of
were the
God.
same
Okay.
thing because they're both Pontiacs.
So you have no horse in the race. Let me move on. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I'm not a handheld guy. I'm not a PC guy. And the Portal sure as shit isn't something
know-
that's on the same level as a Steam Deck.
Okay.
He
The
hasn't
Portal
been
is a
handheld guy.
glorified
He hasn't been a
streaming
handheld guy
device.
since his motorcycle accident.
True that.
Oh wow.
You want to slap in the
Paul
fucking
dropping
face.
bombs. Wow.
Somebody woke up this morning and chose violence. You know?
That was actually really fucking good.
Okay.
Touche.
Okay, since this cocksucker wants to get his bars off, okay, Cerebral, what do you think about this price increase?
I think they just fucked himself over really good. Because I mean, we already know that the Steam machine was not supposed to be a very strong machine, but if they're charging this for the Steam Deck, I don't even want to know what they intend to charge for the Steam machine, which is going to be a low end PC at best.
Uh-huh.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you've just turned a lot of people off. You just turned a whole lot of people off,
A ton
or
of
at
people
least
off.
made them, or at least made them really nervous. You know, going,
Fucking,
you
no,
want to
but-
charge $900 for this piece of shit? What are you going to charge for that?
no, but the thing is this, right? The 512 gigabyte model was $650. They went up to $750, right? So they went up with $100. They went up $100 on the 512 gigabyte model, which is about less than a 20% increase. Have they really seen a 15 to 20% increase in the bill of materials to justify this? Or does Gabe
No.
have to pay for his
No,
billion-dollar
they
yacht
really-
somehow?
They somehow they said, hey, everybody else is raising their prices. Let's raise ours, even though our bottom line is still as cheap as it ever was because we have all this
Yeah.
stuff in stock.
We'll just
So-
say market conditions like everyone else, and they'll
Yeah.
still buy it.
See, and that's
Yeah.
the fucking problem about a company like this. Because they're privately owned,
It's not a company like this. It's all the companies. What do you mean like
Well-
this? It's all the companies.
well, you know, like we always put
No, but see, in the case of Steam, if I was sitting on the board of Steam, I'd be like, because I know about the tech and stuff. Going, what are you doing? Well, you're gonna piss off our customer base, because at this point, if it were up to me, if I could get the Steam machine, or if I get the new Steam machine, or save up a little more, get the Helix, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get the Helix.
Of course. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like, if this thing is going
Yeah.
to come out at $1,200 and the Helix is going to come out even at $15, it's a no fucking
Yeah, the
brainer.
Helix. Yeah, the Helix is
Yeah.
gonna.
Now you're talking 64 terabyte, 64 teraflops of RDNA 5 and the Helix. I've said before, that's more than my PC's pushing at around
And-
50
and-
at around
yeah.
56 terabytes.
And there's no way the
teraflops.
Steam machine's gonna do that. Not from what we've heard. Not
No,
at
but
all.
the-
I get
The thing is
Go ahead.
this. No, the thing is this, and this is what I want to get a pushback on. Like, we always, you know, especially the PC purists, they always put Steam on a pedestal. Oh my God, there's this God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and Gabe, you know? And here, this seems kind of very fishy. I think it's just, hey, can we squeeze more money out of our
Well-
user base? Let's try. Okay.
Well-
Put it out there. You know, that's what it
think
feels
so.
like to me.
Listen, here's the gist of the whole thing. If any, so the purists, they do look up to Steam because Steam is a really good service for gamers. I mean, it does take care of you. You get great deals on Steam. You get great refunds on Steam. You can play a game for 3 hours, and if something about the game just doesn't click with you, you don't like it, then you can put in your refund request, and 9 times out of 10, it's approved because you have to be logged into your Steam account to play a game. So it's not like you can get a refund on PlayStation and then play offline, which is why the DRM came around for Sony. On Steam, you have to be online to play your library, and Steam controls that. So they're like, okay, if you didn't like the game, here's your full refund. But And
I
I
can-
know Steam does have a play offline option, but
I
when
was just
you
gonna say,
go
I know I can play offline on the games that I have
right, but
installed on my
when
PC.
you go through a refund situation on Steam, it causes you to have to refresh that DRM for play offline. That's the caveat. So Steam's like, okay, we'll hook you up. You played it for a few hours. Other services wouldn't do it. Here, we'll hook you up, but you're not going to be able to play it offline because you refunded it. The problem is with the hardware increase is that we always get into, especially at launch, these other companies, we're talking about the big three here. We're talking about Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. These companies, we always get into the consoles coming out and the companies being able to take a loss in order to get adoption for their platform at a lower price because they're able to subsidize.
Mhm.
Well, if any company in the world has leverage for subsidizing hardware,
It should be Steam.
it's Steam. It's Valve.
Mhm.
Valve makes billions upon billions of dollars on Steam. So they of anybody, they should be able to subsidize their hardware. And up until this point, I believe that's what they've been doing. They've been subsidizing. They were like, we're making so much money over here on our software side that you know what? Let's just keep the hardware adoption up. The only thing I can see is that the reason this happened is maybe their hardware sales lowered to the point where it was like, I might as well just raise the fucking price anyway because our subsidizing doesn't seem to be working anymore because nobody's buying it. So then they followed suit to everybody else that's raising their prices on hardware.
Mhm.
And I think it's really bad because the OLED version of the Steam Deck, that price puts it in the realm of the Xbox ROG Ally X.
Mhm.
That puts, as far as price, it puts it in that category.
Mhm.
And the power of the Xbox ROG Ally X, it beats it up in the schoolyard and it takes its lunch. I mean, we're talking about a handheld that is future proof for all iterations of AMD FSR. It's built more around battery conservation than it is performance. So
But no, like, okay, we know the specs of it, and I'm not discounting it's more powerful. Nobody's going to discount it, but there, like it doesn't make any sense for Steam to look at the room and say, okay, yeah, maybe we should raise ours to this amount of
well,
money,
yeah,
or
I mean
close to
that's
it
what I'm
either.
saying. This
Right.
is the first time in a long time we've seen Steam step on a rake
Okay. Well, let me go.
because
But
yeah.
let me pivot to you, Cozy and Triple. You guys are hardcore PC players more than most on our panel. Is this a? Do you think this price increase is like a chink in the armor of Steam for you, or what? Like, what do y'all
No,
think?
why
Like,
would it be? Steam hardware is optional. Steam hardware is optional. PC handhelds are a niche. They're not popular. They're not popular. Like, and it makes sense for them to raise their prices because the components are getting expensive.
Yeah, but
This
I did a
this is a 10-year-old disk
mhm.
drive. 10-year-old. 10 years old. I had to find another one for my setup. It's 10 years old. You know how much I paid for the first one I have?
How much?
$25 for a terabyte. You know how much this one is?
I'm scared to ask.
70.
Shh. And it's only one. It's 1 terabyte.
Yes.
yeah, but look, I did a video about this a while back. This is smoke and mirrors. These OEMs aren't seeing the same price that everybody else is seeing. The consumer gets the largest brunt of market conditions. Whether you're buying it from Newegg, whether you're buying it from any mom and pop shop, they're seeing the brunt of it. And even if you go through like any company like Voodoo PCs or you go through Falcon Northwest, those are like specialty shops. They see the increase in price in this hardware. These OEMs don't see that. We've already heard about the Xbox people out in droves securing RAM orders, or yeah. They're not, when they secure those orders, they're not paying what you're going to pay. They're paying a quarter of that increase.
Yeah.
But they're using market conditions to justify what they're paying for.
I understand what you're saying, but Steam is not a major hardware producer. That's the thing.
Yes,
You have
they-
to.
I
They are
mean,
not.
but-
They absolutely are not. They absolutely are not. They produce a lot of decent amount of hardware, but they're not a major hardware producer.
But they're trying to get into that market. That's what the whole Steam. That's what the new Steam machine.
They're giving
the
more
new consoles-
options.
But because they want more of that marketplace.
They have the market. They have the market. They're
Well,
just giving you more options.
I can
No,
argue
they-
and
they-
say,
hang on. They have the market now, but they're looking at what Xbox is doing and stuff, and they know that they need to keep the market. They need to do better. They know that because
You think
And
that they're
with the new
looking at
handhelds coming
Xbox
out,
as
like-
legitimate
well,
competition?
like the Rogue Ally, like the Rogue Ally and the Rogue Ally X. Those are direct competitors to the Steam market, to the Steam handheld market.
Yeah,
Right.
but I thought Steam and Xbox or Microsoft were all kumbaya.
We don't
and
know
all
what
that.
they're doing now. We don't
They-
know what
they
they're
are.
doing now.
They're
Yeah,
they're
for now,
I'm
they
not
are.
saying that they're not direct competitors to the Steam Deck, but they're
Mhm.
not direct competitor. But the PC handheld market, I'm saying, is not as significant as people like to think it is.
But it's growing. Coach.
Well-
It's growing a lot.
It's
I
not
would-
growing a lot.
Well,
It-
okay,
it
let-
is.
I
let
would
me-
say-
it is.
Well,
it
pause,
is.
guys. Pause. Let me go to Triple. Triple, you've been quiet on this one and you are a PC guy. What is your opinion on all of this? Is
Yeah,
this
really.
basically Steam trying to say "me too" or what?
I mean, as Cozy said, it is look at what the market's at. It wouldn't really make sense for Steam to say, "Hey, I see everyone else raising their prices just because," assuming that's what you're, alluding
Yeah.
to, versus its constraints that they have to do. And I'm sure, as we've spoke about before, the biggest thing for me, and I won't say for me personally, but just talking about, is if they're raising the price on the Steam Deck, then how much is it going to cost for the Steam machine? And that's the biggest question there. But I don't have a Steam Deck. I don't really have an interest to get one. I don't plan to get the Steam machine. So personally, I don't care. But again, on the topic of price increases across the industry as a whole, I do understand why people are upset about this, because that's more money you have to pay to, get something that you want. And we had generations prior where things would get cheaper, and now they've like 300
So do you think that?
$300
So basically, they
increase.
came on
Wow.
their stream and said, "Okay, we're not going to subsidize this anymore. This Steam Deck." Do you think?
Mhm.
Do you think? How much do you think the Steam machine is going to cost based off of this? And B, do you think it's going to be subsidized, or are we going to be paying all of it?
So I can't give a price because whoever's more knowledgeable when it comes to the components of how you will even land on the price, that's not my realm of expertise. Do I think they will subsidize? I don't really think so, just because like if this, as I said with the Steam Deck, if that's not proof enough, if you're willing to increase the price of the Steam Deck, I don't see you looking at the Steam machine like, okay, only exception with the Steam machine is we're not gonna have it cost $1,000 or something like that. We'll raise the price on the deck, but we'll really keep the Steam machine there because that's still money they have to pay for, Because with the same logic, I don't see it. Like if they wanted to carry that forward, they would have kept the Steam Deck where it was if they could, and incentivize getting the the cost made up through the Steam store, but they aren't. So I look at the Steam Deck or Steam machine, I don't see why they would make the exception here. Especially with them not being like Microsoft or PlayStation, because PlayStation, I know Microsoft is still putting their games on, they still have their own console and they're putting games on PC, but they have more of an incentive on like, okay, we want people in the ecosystem to buy on our storefronts, whereas Steam is, well, we're like the primary PC store on PC. So there's really no real reason for them to lower the cost on the Steam machine and eat however much it costs to get SSDs and storage and all the other components to build the actual product. So, yeah,
Okay, so you
long-winded
were
way of
saying
I don't think so.
it's totally because of true market conditions and not trying to. There's not like a 10% increase or a 20% increase. Just hey, let's see if we can get away with it because our users.
I mean, that's all I really can go by. It's just the fact of I don't know like the percentage of the increase. I don't know the details, but looking at just buying RAM, looking at buying storage, like I've wanted to buy a internal terabyte for my laptop, and I can't because the prices have gone up on the consumer side as well. So it's like just putting those two together. I'm sure the price has gone up for them. Now, again, the percentages, I don't know. Maybe they are just like, hey, the price has gone up 10% more for us, but fuck it, we're going to charge everyone 50% more for the final product. I don't know, but just a simple basis of like, there's a reason that they're doing it, and I highly doubt it's purely because they just want more money, you know? So, because I don't really see the benefits for Steam in this instance, you know? That's at least for myself.
All right, Steve, go ahead. You said that you have you have a prediction on how much this is going to cost and whether they're going to subsidize the machine or not.
So yeah, no, what I do have to say is, being someone that's really in tune with the PC scope and the price of things, and basically a hardware connoisseur, with the amount of increase of the Steam Deck, I have to say that 100% of this component increase is being put on the consumer.
So how much do you think the machine is going to cost?
What, the Steam machine?
Mm-hmm.
You know, estimates before were 600 to 700. Now I've got to put it. I mean, seeing what they've done with the Steam Deck and how 100% of the RAM increase has been put onto the consumer on the Steam Deck, I have to say $900 to $1,000 for the Steam machine.
That's generous.
$1,000. Oh, that's a lot.
That's generous. I expect more.
Well, I mean, the reason I say that, Cozy, is because if you look at what the Steam machine was going to be packing, we already knew that it wasn't really going to be packing enough VRAM.
Apparently, it only has
from
HDMI
the release specs
2.0. It doesn't even have HDMI 2.1 in it because
I mean, it wasn't going to be packing the VRAM to be running like high definition gaming,
right?
Like really like 4K 60. It wasn't really suited for that. And with the Project Helix going above and beyond, and us already getting speculation that we could be paying $1,200 for that console.
Well, this thing comes out at $1,000. Okay, let's hypothetically
$1,000 is an overreach. I wouldn't buy it for $1,000, even if I was a hardcore Steam fan.
Well, I mean,
$900 would be my ceiling, and even then, it would have to come down to my love for Valve and Steam. That's the reason I'm going there. And keep in mind, the Steam machine is not aimed at. It's not aimed at gamers that. It's aimed at gamers that have a hardcore PC in their gaming room or their studio or at their desk. And now they want a reason to put that into their living room. That is what the Steam machine is aimed at. So raising that entrance price to giving me the same experience that I experienced by myself in the studio back here or in my gaming room or at my desk, to putting it out there in the living room where everybody else can see what I enjoy out here. Or back here, it's.
Well,
I don't know, dude. It's really steep. I don't.
Well, let's just say this.
Man.
It's $1,000, and I think they better think twice before they put it out because it's probably not going to do what it needs to do, especially now because people have a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth right now because there is a chink in Steam's armor, and this week showed that. All right, I want to pivot. I'm trying to move on the show a little bit. Next, let's talk about. Anyone have anything to say about this? They announced Unreal 6. in the most weirdest way. They announced it on the new announcement for the new Rocket League, apparently. So I saw I saw the video clip of the new Rocket League game. Looked pretty good, and then they had the Unreal 6 moniker. I mean, I didn't even know that we've mastered Unreal 5 yet for them to start announcing Unreal 6. So anyone have anything to say
Yes,
about
Rocket
this?
League, the game that we all know pushes Unreal to its limits.
Exactly. That Lumen architecture just was way too underpowered to run Rocket League. That's the problem.
So yeah, I do have I have a good insight on this whenever you're ready.
Go ahead. I mean, anyone has anything to say, it's probably a small topic. So
Unreal. So with Unreal 5 to Unreal 6, Unreal is really going to the predictive side of the AI upscaling. So as we know that when you play like a single player story focused game, it's kind of already set in stone. So the hardware already knows what direction to go in with the AI upscaling and whatnot, because it knows what's coming. But in Rocket League, that's always being played by ear. We don't. Rocket League is it's a competitive game, and the next scene is always different from any other next scene that it's ever seen. So Unreal 6 is really it's kind of a machine learning algorithm for more of a prediction base than it is for a developer base, because their code is already set in stone. You know where you're going in the game from one step to the other. But in competitive games, and this is not just Rocket League, this Unreal 6 will benefit Call of Duty. It'll benefit, all the other competitive games going forward.
So basically what you're saying this is basically a way for Epic Games to install it, to inject AI into something of their infrastructure so they can sell more stocks.
No, so listen, so when we talk about AI, there's two different types of AI. There's the AI that you ask a question to on Copilot or ChatGPT. And then there's the AI that enhances your gaming experience. That AI is interpreting what you're going to do in the game before you do it, based on your past actions. And so it goes ahead and it was like, okay, well, this player is going to do this, so I am going to focus on upscaling this next piece of content because I know this is the direction this person's going. It's machine learning is what it is. The machine learns your
so it's
their caveats, the directions you always go.
So basically, it's basically an iteration of 5, if you will, with just an enhanced
features. Yes. Okay. So 5 really worked really heavily on developer input. 6 is going to be more of a machine learning from what the player is more nuanced to do than otherwise.
Okay, well, I mean, I still think that there's also a certain degree of, hey, we have AI in our stuff too, so give us more money too. Okay, you can't help that, but as well. So
I mean,
yeah,
the developers are paying for AI, and I mean, really, a digital game in this day and age shouldn't cost more than $50, and we're still paying $70. Be glad it's not $80 like Nintendo wanted everybody to do. So I think we're still a little ways away from getting to the point where the developer says, okay, we're putting so much into this, you got to pay this. No, we're not there. We're not there yet. So,
all right. So anything else about PC? Does anyone else want to say anything before we move on to the showcases about?
Yeah, I got something to say. PC Masteries for life.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the showcases. All right.
No, I don't believe that. I just wanted to, making a joke.
Okay. So this week, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Xbox showcase coming up. When was the exact date of the showcase, Cerebral?
I don't know. Next week.
Yeah, but what day next week? I
I'm
know
pretty sure it's the 10th because I
It's the
think it's the
10th?
2nd for PlayStation. I
Yeah.
think the 5th for Summer Games Fest, and I think the 10th for Xbox. Let me check.
They usually do every
I think
Sunday.
it
They
might-
do it
it
on a
might be
Sunday.
on
I
the-
actually have it pulled up here on AI if you want to know the schedule.
No, I just
Go
want to know
ahead.
Xbox. That's it.
Xbox is Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time,
Okay, cool.
June 7th.
All right, so
Oh,
this
it's
is
the 7th.
so this is what we're going to do on this one. So before we go into our predictions of what we would like to see, what we were expecting to see, and what we really dream about seeing on this showcase, let's go ahead and talk about a couple of the other things that happened this week with Xbox. First of all, the Fable came out this week today and said they're going to be delayed to February 2027, which, to be honest with you, it would probably be the best move they can do
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
okay with that. I'm
Yeah.
totally okay with this.
I think this
When you
game
started
needs...
cursing Matt Booty, I thought that's what you're upset about. I'm like, no, they're doing it for the right
No,
reasons. They
no,
wanna
no.
give
That's
room-
not what I'm. That's not what
they
I'm
want to give
upset
it room to
about.
breathe, which makes sense.
Yeah, because like where would you put it? And like January or February seems pretty sensible for them to do. So, and this one has to, I'm not going to say this one has to be, but this is a really critical game in my opinion to them, because like, this is like, okay, the first one of this major type that they're releasing, and it's Playground, and they're shifting paradigms to another type of game, even though it's open world, and we know that they do well with open world, but they've only done open world car games. Open world questing type games is a totally different beast, if you will. So yeah, I mean, I think I have full confidence in Playground because of what they showed in Forza. I have full confidence in their ability to execute, but I do think that they would need more time. So I think it's a good idea for them to do that. Anyone care to chime in on this? What do y'all think about this whole situation? Do you think that it is because of GTA, or do you just think that, hey, they don't want it to go in conjunction with GTA, even though they're separate games, and it gives them a little extra time to breathe?
So, yeah, it's not just GTA. I mean, I'm not dismissing GTA 6, because GTA 6 is a big part of the puzzle. But you've got so many other games from Xbox that, I mean, this is a big year for Xbox. They've got so many exclusive games coming out. Why get in the way of Halo Campaign Evolved? Why get in the way of Gears of War E-Day? Why get in the way of GTA 6? Fable
And COD
being placed in... Yeah, and COD, because, oh my God, that Modern Warfare 4 trailer, the invasion of South Korea by North Korea, OMG. Dude, I am buying that COD just for the campaign. I want to play that campaign. That's
all
that's
hour
awesome.
and a half of it, good.
I don't care. I want to see something that everybody's feared could happen, but hasn't. I want to see it. I want to experience it. It's
by the way, the last couple of campaigns have been more than long enough. So they stopped doing the 3 to 5 hour campaign shit a few.
Didn't we already have a game though, Paul, sometime back where, what was it called, Freedom or something, like, where it was a similar story, but in North Korea invades America or something. There was a game, I don't remember. It was like the PlayStation 4. PlayStation. Do you remember what I'm talking about? It was like Homefront or something. I don't remember the name.
I know what you're talking about.
It was
I think
Homefront.
It was
yeah,
Homefront,
where the
yeah.
guy had like a red bandana on the
It
front
was
or something
basically like
that.
the fucking Red Dawn remake where they just swapped fucking Russia for
Yeah.
North Korea.
Yeah.
It's Soviet Russia.
So I mean that gameplay loop is sort of, well, I mean, I know this is invading South Korea, but this is
Oh man, I can't wait for the multiplayer to come out. It's gonna have all the K-pop
You mean
stars as
as
skins.
opposed to all the other countries that we've done a bajillion times? Like, what's your complaint about this?
I don't know. I'm just saying I have no vested interest in the game whatsoever. One iota. I mean, he said he wants to play it. I say, okay, good. I mean, I guess, COD is not really my thing. It's
Shut
like,
the
okay.
fuck up then.
I mean, he was the one who brought it up, not me. I'm talking about Fable. Fuck it, So
Damn,
here's the
pissed in
thing.
your cereal.
Yeah. So, like, anybody else? Anyone have any take on Fable or being delayed? Anyone care either way?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't
look,
care.
I wanna touch on a few things.
Touching.
Yeah. So with Fable getting delayed to February, February is kind of a little. It's a little bit of a special place because we've seen in the past many games release in February that, in the landscape of releases in that fall and winter leading up to February, those games may not have done very well. I would like to touch on that. So we've got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It released February last year. Sid Meier's Civilization 6, February last year. Tomb Raider Remastered, Avowed, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza, Monster Hunter Wilds, PGA 2K26 were all in February of last year. They avoided that fall winter rush, and I don't think that we can say any of those games that I just mentioned were a failure because they shot for February. Because if you think about it, February, even if you are a child and you get a game for Christmas, by February you're ready to move on to something else. I think February
by New
is
Year's,
the
by New Year's, a lot of times you're ready to move on.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're a gamer like us, yeah, by New
Yeah.
Year's you're ready to move on to something. But February is a good time. I think you can get your highest adoption rate for a new game in a clear landscape in February. I think it's a good move, especially this year because everybody is trying to distance themselves from GTA 6. I think Fable is ready to go now? Yes. I know from first account information I've heard Fable is ready to go now. There's a playable version with Fable right now. It's not been debugged, but it is playable and it's ready to go now.
Yep, Fable's actually been ready for a while.
Yeah, Fable's been ready for a while, but with everything first party going this year and then kind of tapering off next year to the more niche titles like State of Decay 3, yeah, I think February is a really good date for Fable. I don't think it's going to hurt it at all. As a matter of fact, with the games like the games I just mentioned, I think February of next year will really help set it apart from the absolute chaos that is going to be this fall and winter.
All right,
That's what I got to say.
All right, so let's pivot a little bit to, before we talk about the whole Matt Booty thing about the showcase, let's talk about the actual showcase, the Summer Games
fucking
Fest.
hate
Not the
him.
show, the Xbox showcase. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down the line, and I'm going to ask all of you four games, either games that you wish that you would see, or you think you're going to see, or you're hoping to see. Okay, just 4 games. So just down the list, and then we're going to open it up for a free fall. Nova, I'm going to start with you. Xbox Showcase, 4 games.
That I think we're gonna see.
What you're either what you want to see and what you think we're gonna see. Just give me 4 games that you think give me 2 that you want to see and 2 that you think you're likely going to see.
I think we're probably gonna see Clockwork Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that comes out this year, correct?
So far we don't have a date yet, but right now the agenda is this year.
Yeah, I mean, so to kind of plug something in there, in the coming soon to Game Pass, it has been noticed that both Fable and Clockwork Revolution have been removed from the coming soon to Game Pass. So I don't know if you want to take that as Clockwork Revolution has also been delayed like Fable and not just announced yet, but
well, whether it comes out this year or not, I don't know. I don't think that this is going to show what comes out this year. I think they're even going to show what's going to come out part of next year as well. So Clockwork Revolution is probably in that marketing window. So what else, Nova?
I think we're probably going to see Gears E-Day.
Okay. And what 2 are you looking forward to seeing or hope to see from the Xbox stable? If you could.
You forgot to put the belt around your neck.
Oh shit! I love you, Nova, and nobody else noticed that, but you did. Love you, bro.
In terms of ones I want to see, I don't know. I'm not tapped into the Xbox landscape as much as these other guys to know what games are in the works with them or
Mhm.
possibly could be coming out. I don't know. Those are two I expect to that I want to see.
And even
honestly
third
don't
party,
know.
if it has to be like something that might show on that showcase, that might be even third party. Like Judas, if you want to have
Dude,
an interest in Judas or whatever.
Sure. I'm super hyped about Judas. If it shows there, great. I just don't know what's going to show there. So
All
I
right.
guess I could say anything. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, Cerebral, what about you? Give me 2 games that you're expecting to see and 2 games that you're hoping to see.
Don't know, and I figure, rumor has it we're gonna see another Star Wars game announced, which I'm okay with. Next year is Star Wars' 50th anniversary as
Right.
of 2027. So we know we're getting a lot of Star Wars. I'm hoping to, whenever these showcases come out, that's one thing I hope for, some Star Wars hype. And the last few years, I have not been have not been let down. Except for that one that I was looking for, Jedi Eclipse, has gone nowhere.
Well, what about
you'll
that pod
notice-
racer game that's coming out?
No, that's coming out. We already know that. That's been all over Twitter. So yeah, that's coming. We know that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And they've already been hyping it up and showing more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. So
And that's probably going to be there because, I mean, that is a third party game. They're going to probably want to advertise that out the game on all platforms if possible, I would assume. Anything else do you want to see? Hopefully.
I mean, not
Besides
really.
Star
I mean,
Wars.
I've got the games that I've been excited for: Batman, James Bond, Directive 8020. So I'm good.
All right, cool.
So
Cozy, what about you?
This would not be like, these aren't really usually the kind of places where I see a whole lot of interesting games.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, not the type of game that you play. Mostly, are you going to even watch it or what?
No, I just catch the highlights.
Oh, cool. What about you, Triple?
Poser.
I mean, outside of someone already mentioned Judas, we know we're gonna see Gears E-Day. I really haven't been keeping up with man, I really hope we see this game. Except for Bloodborne 2, like always, just keep the that will always be my default
at the
answer.
Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
Hey man, you never know.
They're gonna
From
do-
Software is like, hey, we don't like PlayStation. Fuck you guys. They did it with Demon Souls to Dark Souls. So maybe we'll get not Bloodborne, but Bloodborne 2 sort of kind of only on Xbox or something. All right, I don't know.
All right, Steve, what about you? Any you already said yours, right? The 2 that you hope to see?
No, well,
Okay.
no. I do have something specific to say on this topic. With the State of Decay 3 playtest that I've been involved in, that I've had to sign an NDA that I'm not allowed to say anything about it. I've been very quiet about it. But I have played State of Decay 3. And I do expect to see State of Decay 3, a new updated trailer during the showcase.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to see, we already know we're getting a dev direct that's a half hour to 45 minutes long of Gears of War E-Day. So I can't say that, but I do believe we're going to see something about the resurrection of Mech Warrior.
Okay.
Yes, so I think we're gonna get an up.
That's your hope.
Yeah, we're gonna get updated content trailer for State of Decay 3 because their playtest is out to select individuals, and we're gonna get a Mech Warrior update, which Microsoft's owned that IP for the last 8 years and have done nothing with it. We're gonna see something.
Okay, cool. I think Retro asked you, is it the PC one? I got the invite, but my PC is a potato. Is that the link that you're talking about? Maybe he's also on the invite.
No, I've been playing it on Series X.
Okay,
Serious.
cool. All right, let me ask you all a question. They've been sending out T-shirts to all these people before Helix. Do you think we see any hardware? And of course, the Elite Series 3 freaking leaked out. So, do we see any hardware on the showcase? Anybody have any?
Matt Booty did an interview with the Xbox podcast, and he said that Helix was not going to be shown at the showcase.
Good. Okay. Well, that's a good thing. Actually.
Well, it's not good.
What's he know? No kidding.
What about
He
the
also
fucking
said
controller?
that they would also be showing everybody's. They would also be showing other platforms' icons.
Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. We were talking. There was that Xbox put out a survey and said, "Hey, what is the one thing you want from Xbox?" And everyone said exclusivity. And then Matt Booty says, "Yeah, fuck you. I'm not going to give you that." So ask something else.
Hang on. A lot of the deals, a lot of the games that are already coming out.
Yeah, it's true.
Deals signed.
Some of the games have already, yeah, some of the games have already been posted as to.
So it doesn't mean they're not going to go that way, at some point, or more so that way. It just means for the games they've already got deals signed on, they can't really go back. That deal we signed, yeah, screw you. That's just
we Microsoft, we can do anything. So
no, the 90s are dead and gone, dude. That ship has sailed.
Like I said earlier, also, I think it makes sense for third-party things that show up to not necessarily advertise other places they're going to be, because you want an association with your console and that third-party game. But I think for first-party stuff where all they really care about is selling as many copies as possible, regardless of whether or not it's on their platform or not. I think then if they put, also on PlayStation or whatever for those, it probably makes sense. For third party, it doesn't though. For third party announcements, don't put their fucking name on there if you don't have to. Let them have to advertise the fucking game.
And see, generally,
but for first party where they're trying to sell as many copies, sure, why not?
And see, generally speaking, that's one thing I could say about Microsoft. Their marketing has always been subpar. After the 360 generation, it's gone downhill. And I'm like, I don't understand it. Like, that just seems like common sense. Why would you put other people's brands on a third-party game on your fucking showcase? That is like, hey, you can buy a Whopper for $2, but right across the street they got Big Macs for $1.50. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense. That's the thing that doesn't make any fucking sense. So yeah, I mean, they're hiring all these other people. Maybe they want to hire somebody new in marketing or something. That's what probably might be better off on them, because they just have had a poor showing of how to market these games and market any game for that matter, and even their brand for a certain matter. So
true that, player.
Yep.
True that, player.
I mean, okay. Well, anybody else have anything to say about the Xbox showcase before we move on?
Nope.
No.
All right, PlayStation showcase. Yeah. PlayStation showcase. This one is an interesting one because this is officially announced as a state of play, but other people are like reading the tea leaves and between the lines. It's being done live in their booth in Los Angeles or something or whatever, and they're thinking this is
it's in a whole bunch of different movie theaters and the Alamo Draft House and all fucking bunch of other places.
Exactly. And so people are putting one and one together and saying, no, this is not a state of play. This is more like their showcase. And this is like the ultimate showcase. This is where they're going to.
I don't think showcases are a thing anymore. Right. I don't think that I think it's just which is fine, because in the beginning it made sense. Showcase is like a major thing, and then state of play was going to be smaller things. But then state of play started becoming kind of a little bit of everything, and then we had no idea, is this a big state of play or a small state of play, a showcase or not a showcase? I think it makes sense just to have everything be a fucking state of play and not be confusing to people. I do see a lot of people are getting overly hyped about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cautiously optimistic about it, because I think that it has been a long time since PlayStation has really kind of shown us what they got going on. It's been a long time. So we've known about fucking Wolverine and Intergalactic for the last 7.5 fucking years, and pretty much just that. And then the fact that I think it's about 90 minutes. Because according to the run times that these theaters have put out, it's 90 minutes, even though they say 60, which is kind of weird. But I'm not going to get overly hyped for it. I'm just going to be cautiously optimistic about what they could show.
Given their last couple of showings, yeah, I'm not overly hyped for it. I mean, I hope it's good, but given their
I honestly don't get overly hyped for any of these showcases. I always hope that they're going to be great, but oftentimes they're just meh. Every once in a while we'll get a great one. It's like, yeah, that was great, but most of the times they all kind of are like, eh. But like I said, I think the timing of this one makes sense for it to be good because we've seen so little over the last few years.
Well,
And
that's
it's not like
assuming they
they're
have anything. That's going to be the thing. Do they really have anything to show? That is,
yeah, Paul.
yeah.
I mean, granted, they don't have the same number of studios that Xbox currently owns, right?
No,
But they
I'm
have
not saying that though. But the last time they've done shows, a lot of it's been a lot of third-party stuff, more so than Sony stuff. So
right. No, and
please
well
give us some
aware,
stuff that we haven't seen before. You know,
right? And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you look at the timing of just when the last games from these studios have released, I think that the timing makes sense for them to announce a lot of games, a lot of things that maybe that we've heard that they're working on, maybe some things that we have no idea they're working on. So I think timing wise, it makes sense. Does that mean that it's going to be like balls to the wall? Here's a bunch of first party announcements and not a third party, fucking snooze fest. No, it doesn't. It could absolutely be 90 minutes of, well, here's 15 minutes of Wolverine. And by the way, here's a bunch of third party shit. What's our first party doing? Who the fuck knows?
and we're
Right?
going to
That could
spend the
very
next
much
40 minutes talking about Wolverine. You know,
Well,
we're going to.
that's
well,
what
I don't think I don't think they're going to spend 40 minutes on that. I think we're probably going to get 15, 20,
15.
What
15, 20 max. I
Wise,
mean,
Wise, I'll be right back. I gotta take care
15
of
isn't
something real
enough.
quick. I'll be right back.
honestly, we don't need to. How much more of that game do we need to see?
You need
I mean,
3 years.
we want gameplay for sure, but I don't need a full half hour of gameplay. Give me 15 minutes of here's gameplay, here's some of the suits you can wear, here's some of the mechanics that we didn't know that you didn't know were in the game, and then that's it. I don't need a fucking full half hour of time wasted on that. Like I'm already sold on it. Like they honestly don't have to show me anything. I'm sold. I think most people are already sold.
Mhm.
So give me 15 minutes of here's the gameplay, here's the shit you didn't know about it. Cool. And then move on to the rest of the fucking thing.
Because number one, it's Wolverine, and number two, it's Insomniac, and they have a pedigree. Okay, if it was some other developer that we never heard of, that would be another story. But these are like, okay, it's a known popular IP or whatever, and it's being made by a established developer who knows how to make this type of game, or at least did in the past. So we as gamers have full faith of what this game is going to be. We just want to see it running and seeing just the general ins and outs. But generally speaking, we don't want to really know all the details of it because that's going to spoil it to a certain extent. So yeah, I mean, you're right about that. So what else do you think? So there's rumors that we're going to be seeing the Faye game from God of War. We're going to see, of course, Wolverine. We're going to probably see more intergalactic stuff. D487 says, if it has 10 minutes of live action God of War and interviews, I will sigh deeply. Like movie stuff, no non-game. So he says, yeah, hopefully they don't have any of that crap, So
It's definitely going to be there. They got the God of War Amazon show, whoever.
I don't think we're going to see any of that. Listen, I don't want to see any of that Amazon show up there. Listen, you want to show that? You want to show the Amazon show? Cool, give it to fucking Keeley. Let Keeley show that shit.
Yeah. So
like, I don't need to see that shit here. Also, I'll be honest, the first screenshot we saw of that show, I was like, this looks like the fucking lamest cosplay I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like that kid doesn't look like Atreus. And even though I thought what's his name was going to be a good Kratos, he didn't look like Kratos at all in that fucking picture. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I don't know.
Well, maybe they're gonna AI it afterwards or some shit like that.
They better AI the whole shit because nobody looks like they're supposed to look.
Like,
now, in terms of the freaking Faye game, I think we're gonna see the Faye game. I'm not that excited about the Faye game because I honestly don't give a fuck about Faye. I understand, yeah, she's a great warrior, and Leviathan was her axe first. Cool. I don't give a fuck. She was in the other game for 3 minutes. Granted, I love the girl that played her. She's in fucking Daredevil. I think she's cute. I think she's a great actress. Cool. She was in the game for 3 minutes. I don't give a shit about Faye. The only thing that excites me about the Faye game is the fact that it's directed by Cory Barlog. That's it. If Cory wasn't directing it, I would have zero excitement for the game because I just don't care about Faye.
Is Cory still in the IP? I thought Cory left the IP altogether and Faye was being developed by somebody else.
No, there was the rumor that Cory was working on like a new sci-fi game, but I guess they're saying that the Faye game is Cory's new game, and that we have the God of War Egypt that's going to come later, and then the remake of the original trilogy, however the fuck that's going to turn out. So it's supposedly Cory's game, which if that's the case, that is exciting. But and the idea that it's more back to the old school roots, more of like a Devil May Cry than the third person over the shoulder that we got with 2018 and Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be cool. But other than that, like I'm gonna I'm gonna wait to see it first before I'm like, yay or nay. But just on its face, the idea of a Fae game, I'm like,
See, the
just don't
problem is,
don't call it Goddess of War. Don't call it God of War Fae. Call it something completely fucking
no,
different.
in today's
please.
society, we call him/her of war.
Just like they were saying, oh, well, the next God of War is gonna be with Atreus, and I'm like, why? He never was, and isn't the God of War. Like,
But here's the problem, right? Like, okay, they got this Fae game, they got the original trilogy remake, and they got the next iteration in Egypt. At this point in time, Santa Monica might as well call themselves the God of War studio. Like that's all that.
what are you talking about? Santa Monica is the God of War studio. That's all they've been since the PlayStation 2. Where have you been, sir?
Yeah, this is true. So,
Where the fuck have you been for the last 25 years?
I just came to that fucking realization. I'm like, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, we're talking about since 2002.
That's the only fucking game that. Why do they
You
even
know-
call it Sony Santa Monica anymore? They just call it like I don't know.
I mean,
Because changing the name to God of War Studios like Xbox did with Halo Studios is fucking dumb. Just leave their name what it is. We know what they make. If they ever want to go make something else, at least the name of the last game they worked on is in their fucking name.
And
Like
I bet it was
if they make
both.
something else, it's like, oh, here's the newest game from God of War Studios, not God of War, and it's like, what? What's your God of War studio?
And then they make these 4
part of me is
variations of the
thinking we're
same
gonna see
fucking
some
game,
Last
and then
of
they
Us
wonder why do
something
people not like God of War anymore as an IP?
I don't think we're gonna see any Last of Us, Paul. And I hope we don't see Last of Us for a while. They need
Yeah.
to let that franchise sit on ice. It needs to just fucking let Naughty Dog go. Listen, I would love to see more of Intergalactic. That I hope we see.
Yeah.
Like, because the trailer didn't do a whole lot to be like, holy shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked visually great. I think that the premise is cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I love Naughty Dog, and I think they're one of the most talented studios around. So the idea of, especially from the things we heard from the leaks, of this possible semi-open world fighting robots and all this other shit, like the idea is like, okay, cool. And the last like 3 seconds of the trailer where she's jumping with that laser sword fighting the robot, I was like, okay, give me gameplay of that. I would love to see gameplay of that.
I want to see how that story is
And,
implemented.
yeah. But I would love to see Naughty Dog do that and anything else besides The Last of Us for a while. I guess there's also a rumor that there's another Uncharted game made by not Naughty Dog, and it's like,
oh yeah.
Is that the actual name of the studio? Not Naughty Dog.
it's not Naughty Dog Studios. Yes,
Not. I mean, if they spelled it like
NMG.
NAUGH, yeah, it could be cute.
no. They spelled naughty the same way, but it's DAWG, and they're based out of Baltimore.
Yeah, not naughty, comma dog. Exclamation.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be
but-
a cool name.
Not naughty dog. There you go. No, of course, it cannot be a PlayStation showcase or state of play or whatever the fuck they want to call it without having Herman Hulse's darling there. There's got to be some sort of Horizon game somewhere. I mean, I guess Horizon.
They're going to show more. They're going to show more of that dog shit, Horizon, Fortnite multiplayer looking shit that nobody gives a fuck about.
Now,
Hey, listen,
they're
going
to announce that game is going to be running. They're going to announce that game is going to run on Unreal Engine 6.
It could be good. It could be good.
And of course,
It could be, and that's why I signed up for the beta. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, everybody's been waiting with bated breath for Lego Horizon 2.
Yeah, but you're right, Cozy. It absolutely could be good, which is why I signed up for the beta, because I'm like, let me at least see what it's about from what I've seen.
Yeah, let me
though,
play
it's
it
just
before I
like,
talk shit about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is
I
great.
mean, that makes sense. I don't like to talk shit about things I haven't actually touched.
Well, I got some insight for you. It's going to be delayed a little bit because they're switching engines from Unreal 5 to Unreal 6. So, because apparently this is the type of stuff that Unreal 6 puts out. So,
Checks out.
oh shit! Yeah. But what else? Is there anything off of left field that you might think that we may see that might be a pleasant surprise? Anybody?
I don't think it'll happen, but I would be excited if the rumor about Media Molecule turned out to be true.
Mm-hmm.
That they have been working on a game. Media Molecule
Yeah, there's also rumors. Again, these are rumors, so who the fuck knows? I don't know where these
Yeah.
rumors came from. I've
Rumor
just
has
seen
it.
YouTube videos of people that cover gaming cover the rumors. I don't know where they came from, but there's
Yeah.
rumors that there's an infamous remake in the works, but not by Sucker Punch, by some other studio.
What? I mean, I guess.
Sucker Punch just got done with Yote,
Mhm.
and they're probably working on like the Yote equivalent of Iki Island for Tsushima. So I don't think Sucker Punch is doing an
That
infamous
checks
remake.
out.
But I mean, so you hear that there's a remake of that. But who the fuck knows?
I've heard
Honestly,
they've
who the hell
invited
knows?
Ryan back for a surprise tar and feathering for the audience.
They brought him back so he can give his
so we can tar and feather him. So we can watch TV tarred and feathered.
it's his one man play about the FCC trials.
Jim on the sultry keyboards tonight is Jim Ryans with his greatest hits.
I support that. Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay. What about any hardware? Do you think PlayStation is going to announce any hardware when it comes to limited edition controllers, or heaven forbid,
we'll get a Wolverine controller. That kinda...
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll probably get a Wolverine controller. I think. What else? I think we'll get a. What do you call it?
Isn't it about time that they slim down the PS5 Pro again?
No,
to the PS5
I mean,
Mini, to the PS5 Mini.
It may happen there or it may not, but I think
Pro Mini.
There's a possibility that we get the GTA 6 trailer. I think it'll either happen there or at Keeley's thing, obviously. So it's one of the two places. Because I'm pretty sure Sony got the marketing rights for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I had heard somewhere that there are like a whole bunch of different was it that game or a different game? There's some game I heard that there's like 6 versions, but like some of them are console bundles.
What?
So yeah, I think it was that because it was that GTA 6 is not gonna have a physical copy. Like there won't be physical discs of that at all. When you buy the game, it'll be what do you call it? Like there's just the digital download code like they've been doing with a lot of recent shit. So there's no way to get
apparently it's gonna be 300 gigabytes or something, right?
But by the way, just so y'all know, because that was another one of the rumors going on about the 007 game. My physical version came with a disc.
It did.
With an actual
disc. I think if you get the regular $69.99 GTA 6, that comes with a disc. But if you get any of the special editions, it doesn't come with a disc. If you get any of the console bundles, they don't come with discs.
Does it come with a robotic elephant though?
Why elephant?
I guess I like robotic elephants apparently.
I guess you
that's because you're Indian. That's because you're Indian, right? That's
but no, yeah. So unless you get the basic bitch physical copy, that's the only way you're gonna get a physical disc. Everything else is digital download code.
Yeah, well, at this point in time, I'm kind of surprised they even made a physical copy for the $69.95 one. I'm kind of shocked. Like, you know,
I just hate this trend. I think it's bullshit that you spend extra money to get a collector's edition of a game that comes with a fucking steelbook without the game. It's like, what am I supposed to put inside? What am I supposed to put inside the steelbook? Oh, I see. You want me to spend another $70 to buy the regular game to put in the fucking steelbook that I paid $200 for the collector's edition? Oh, fuck you. I'm just gonna melt the steelbook.
Apparently their GTA 6 is gonna come on one of those little physical cards on the Nintendo Switch too. It's gonna be sorry.
I don't know how I listen, I know they say that that they didn't say whether or not it's going to come to Switch 2, but they said that, you know, they have like a great partnership with Nintendo, whatever the fuck that means. I don't see how the fuck this game runs on Switch 2, especially because I'm pretty sure that they said that the game's going to run at 30 frames on modern consoles.
No, the Switch 2 is going to get GTA 5.
No, yeah. You know what's going to happen is, remember back in the day they used to have like games with 3 CDs or two Blu-rays. It's going to come on the Switch with like 4.
You're going to have to swap out the fucking carts. Because if a PS5 and Series X or PS5 Pro is going to run the game at 30, which I think it makes a whole lot of sense just because of the fucking density of assets in the game and the amount of fucking scripts they have for all the NPCs and shit. Like, for people that heard that and were like flipping out, it's like, dude, what did you expect
Yeah.
to be the case? You thought this game was going to look like it does and run at 60 on the fucking consoles from 5 years ago? It's like, no, dude. Of course, it was always going to be 30. But if that's the case on the big boy consoles,
Mhm.
how the fuck's it going to run on a Switch 2? There's no fucking way.
I'm not assuming they're going to even put that damn thing. They can't even put Call of Duty on the Switch 2 yet physically. So I mean,
I know that Nintendo likes to, be more about the grown-ups these days, but do they really want the game where you can go to the strip club and then beat hookers out of the money you just paid them for sex?
As long as they're getting their cut.
have you seen some of this shit that I've seen on Tamagotchi Life on the streams? Oh my fucking god! Like people.
I don't know what Tamagotchi
Indecent.
Life is.
Tamagotchi.
Switch people are pervert. Switch players are perverted to a fault almost.
Tamagotchi, it's a life sim kind of thing, but you can create with it uses like the Mii's. Like, so you create Mii's.
Yeah, but look at what people did. They make them those me say some horrendous or despicable shit. You seen some of that shit? It's like I see you like anal. I like anal too.
But that's what you call it do. That's what people who play life sims do.
No, this is a Nintendo. Like, for example, Tears of the Kingdom, right? They gave them this ultra hand, and the first thing all the Nintendo purists did was start building big ass dicks. Legend of Zelda. Like, what the fuck? Really? It's not the first thing that came to your mind.
And my favorite thing, which was the crucifixions of the Koroks. That shit was my favorite, dude.
That gives you a little bit of an insight into the psychology of the player.
Speaking of which,
I'm sorry. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. So, like, yeah.
Is that a dick on screen?
No,
yeah.
Bob, that's what you wanted to see.
When you're
I'm pretty
talking,
sure
all I see is boobs, Nova.
Oh, stop it.
All right. What is that?
Well, highlight me on the screen and you'll see.
It's his golden gun, man.
Oh, your golden gun.
Oh.
Okay, your golden gun is going behind the. I can't see because it's like.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, yeah, cool.
There you go.
Wow.
Nice. Wow.
Oh.
Does it
fancy.
work?
Although
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah.
See,
As cool as the golden gun is, it makes no sense from the perspective of this game because there is no golden gun in the game.
Pull it out and point it at the
one-
camera.
One of us
Do
has
that.
a golden gun skin to go with it.
See, I'm
saying.
scared to ask Cerebral if it works because Cerebral's that stupid son of a bitch. Was like, let me see. Yep, it works.
Yes, yes, absolutely. With your special edition video game, they shipped you a
Yeah,
real
a real
working
firearm,
firearm. Yes, that's 100% right.
They said Cerebral, a real firearm. I don't know what they're trying to imply to him, but they said him a real fucking
Hey,
firearm.
never beat you safe.
sadly-
The implication is time's up, cocksucker.
Yeah, sadly, it is only a display piece. Yeah, I've always kind of wanted one of because I think they're cool because it's the cigarette case, the lighter, the pen, and one other thing that make up the entire gun in 3 separate pieces, which is
So-
kind of cool.
Look, I know we were just talking about this,
Mhm.
but I do have to interject here because I was kind of sick and tired of taking like the he said, she said. Yeah, I was sick and tired of taking the he said, she said directive on the marking rights for GTA 6.
Bullshit.
So I looked it up.
Sorry.
So I
Break
looked it
stuff.
up, and no, nobody has marketing rights to GTA 6.
No, PlayStation has marketing. rights to
Rockstar, no, they do not. It says Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive are in charge of the overall marketing campaign. They did not give it to anybody.
But that's what Strauss said on his conference call that he that they had the.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
That's what I saw.
Who said
too.
that? Who said that?
Strauss
Strauss
Zelnick,
Zelnick.
Yeah, well, he
Who the
probably full of
fuck is
shit.
that?
the CEO
He's the
of
If
fucking
it's
Take-Two.
not
CEO
Herman
of
Holst, I don't
Take-
give a fuck what they said.
He's the CEO of Take-Two Interactive.
The people who are making the game or publishing
the
the
people
game.
that own Rockstar. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to care because he knows what he's talking about. It's
Yeah,
Does
Herman
he?
Holtz would know even
Does he
less
though?
than he
Does he
would.
Does
really
he?
though?
Does he?
Okay.
That is the
Let me tell you,
question.
according to
like,
Google.
the higher
It
ups
says,
don't know what's going on.
okay. The next bullet point, it says Take-Two CEO has said Rockstar will begin the marketing push itself ahead of launch.
Okay,
And then
I'm
it
looking at
says, so at the core, marketing responsibility sits with Take-Two and Rockstar, as with all of their titles.
Okay, it says, I'm looking at an article right now. It says that Push Square has says PlayStation seemingly landed the GTA 6 PS5 marketing deal. Okay, Sony seemed to have secured the marketing deal for GTA 6. If the new Bloomberg article from journalist Jason Schreier is to be believed, in an interview with Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, the executive is quizzed on the decision to initially launch GTA 6 on just the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, assuming X and S, assuming the leaving PC version for later. According to Schreier, Zelnick said that the window of console exclusivity was not related to the company's marketing deal with PlayStation maker Sony Group Corporation.
But that doesn't mean they have complete marketing. And also, because it's Push Squared quoting a Jason, then you should go hunting down the Jason Schreier article, not going by what Push Square has decided that it says.
Okay, so Bloomberg.
That's what I don't like. That's what I don't. Or Bloomberg, whoever interviewed the guy from Sony, where the actual quote was from. That's where you go back to it, so you read the whole thing and you get all of the information.
Yeah, I can't look at it because this was written by Schreier and is behind a paywall on their website. But it was written by Schreier. I mean, that's what I read.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just because basically that's becoming a game of telephone. So-and-so said in his interview with so-and-so that said in his interview that published a thing that said, and by then it gets all jumbled about and words get changed just enough to give you, what they think you want to hear.
Then let's say this. Maybe they don't have the rights.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows?
Right.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying when you start
Right,
talking
right.
a source quoting a source that's quoting a source, then you're,
My dad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
said-
if I was going to put my money on one, it would be them, just because historically they always have,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes sense for Take-Two
Mm-hmm.
to give it to them because of the larger install base.
And-
Does that mean that they wouldn't give it to Xbox if Xbox wanted to fucking start grating the cheddar?
well, you say they always
necessarily.
have, but who had the rights for
Yeah, but that
for
doesn't
Red Dead
really count
Redemption
though.
2? For Red Dead Redemption 2, same company, same group.
Yeah, but that was Red Dead. It wasn't GTA.
Okay.
And the only times that
But no,
Xbox had the
you're
GTA
saying they
rights
always.
was GTA
But
4.
you're saying they always have. Well, no, they've made exceptions.
When
They
I'm
don't
when I'm
all-
talking specifically Grand Theft Auto, yes, with the exception of Grand Theft Auto 4, but that's because the 360 came out before the PS3.
Correct. And I could say
Well-
I can say this to this effect, and with this company, it doesn't really matter who has the marketing rights. It really doesn't matter. The thing is such a big.
I mean,
ass
it doesn't matter to
juggernaut.
me either. As long as they both release on the same day, I don't give a fuck.
No. It's
I
going
really
to
don't.
release because it's a console exclusive. Where are they going to put it? They can't put it on Steam because it won't run on Steam. So they have to be available on both consoles. So it really will not matter because it's going to be GTA 6, and the kids are going to be like, parents are going to go now on GTA 6 for the kid who don't know what they're buying, and they're going to buy whatever console they have. It's not going to be a big deal. And I really sincerely doubt that people are going to link, that GTA 6 is going to be a PlayStation exclusive. I will be surprised. I'll be shocked if people don't go in initially and asking why the fuck is it not on Steam yet.
If you're thinking they won't try though, because we've seen that before, where some of these, and I'm going to use the term that I don't like to use because it's these guys that do it, that the pony talking heads don't try to pass something off as a PlayStation exclusive, when anybody who really knows what they're talking about goes, no, it's not really,
Yeah, I mean, this is true. I mean, but you can't stop these idiots from chiming in and saying shit and trying to, bamboozle people who don't know any better, right?
This is a fanboy trait, regardless of what platform they play on. The fanboys are always going to fanboy, and if they can spin something or make something look like it's better for them.
And I know in the end everybody's like everybody else, but let's just say one company is worse at it. One company's group of fans is worse at it than another.
Well, no, one
Even if
company
just
has
by
a
a
common
little bit.
sense of not advertising a third-party
See,
game on another person's
No,
console.
hold on. That's where I don't necessarily believe that's true. Are there more of them? Yes, 100%, because there's more of them.
Right.
Period. Like, not just fanboys. There's more of that user base. So obviously there's more of them to talk shit.
Right.
The fanboy portion of them is going to be more because there's more of them. Period. So
And-
I think that's what it is. But I don't know if percentage wise it's more over there. I don't know that's necessarily true.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that in the same general sense, like it's going to be a talking point, and you know it's going to be a talking point because it always has been and will always be. Remember, it was Peter Moore who had to tattoo that shit on his arm and show it in front of the in front of E3 to show that, hey, we're getting this game, you know? So it's always been a big ass deal for PlayStation fans that GTA is the home of it. PlayStation is the home of GTA, and they're going to rub it in people's faces, but people who know better know. I mean, even the PC, like this, the main thing is this. I think they're going to do it because they're not going to do it against Xbox. They're going to do it to slight the PC crowd because PC crowd has always given the PlayStation fans a lot of shit. And PlayStation, this will be the thing that PlayStation fans, the hardcore ponies, as you would call them, Cerebral, would throw into the PC master race's face, right?
Let's be honest. If PlayStation does have the marketing rights and they're showing shit at their showcase, PlayStation fanboys aren't going to take that information and fucking be like, ha ha, PC guys.
Mhm.
Are you out of your fucking mind? They're 100% going to go after the
Some of them
Xbox
might.
guys.
So I got a couple of names that probably will try. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
we'll just laugh at 'em.
PlayStation
Laugh at 'em.
fanboys' enemy is the Xbox fanboys. Xbox fanboys' enemy is the PlayStation fanboy. They're not gonna fucking go after the PC fans when they're each other's enemy. Like they're not gonna do that. I mean, that's wishful thinking to think that the PlayStation guys would be like, "Oh, actually, us and Xbox both get the game." Ha ha, PC guys. Like I'm sure that's gonna happen a little bit as well, but.
Mhm.
Nah, dude, they're gonna try to rub it in Xbox people's faces if they got the marketing rights, if they get it.
people like talking about this stupid shit when we all know it doesn't fucking matter. But unfortunately,
Think about it. They did the same shit prior to the ABK deal with Call of Duty.
Yep.
Every fucking year, even though every fucking year we knew both consoles got the game, they still rubbed the marketing rights in the faces of Xbox dudes, even though they still got the fucking game.
and it's par for the course. And the PlayStation's going to rub it in as well. They're probably going to make it an exclusive.
Fanboys gonna fanboy.
Right, and they're probably going to, and you know, to be honest with you, like it would make sense to PlayStation to leverage this because they probably paid them a good amount of money to secure this. So it's in their best interest to put it out first. I mean, this is just marketing and business 101. You know, you put your thing in front and, you know, hide the fact of whatever else somebody else is doing. That's just what it is. It's just, that's how you.
We are back.
But like he said earlier though, if your product is, if you're depending on your product to sell everywhere, to possibly selling it on multiple things, show that shit off. If you're making money, if it sells on PlayStation, show that shit off.
But you see,
'Cause
that's the thing. You
want it to sell wherever it can.
But you see, then therein lies the onus on Xbox to put it out there that, hey, you can play this on Xbox as well. You can't expect PlayStation to advertise, hell yeah, this is also on Xbox as well. Xbox has to,
Well,
and you know how PlayStation is. They're dicks. They're
No, hang on,
dicks,
hang on.
You know,
Hang on, but they have done that with MLB The Show. They absolutely did that. Because they wanted us to buy the game. They wanted us to play the game.
right? And that's what they're supposed to do because, you know, like PlayStation is going to PlayStation. You know this. This has been PlayStation's going for the fucking jugular since day one. That's how PlayStation has always been. And it's always taken the other party, whether it's Sega or whoever, to come out and say, no fucking way, we still have it. You know, if Xbox is just going to roll over and say, okay, well, whatever. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, it's the biggest fucking game in the generation. Make sure your ass is out there day one saying, hey, you can play this on Xbox, irrespective of what PlayStation is saying. You know, it doesn't matter. This is not a game. This is not like you're releasing an IP from one of your developers. This is an event akin to when Halo 2 came out or Halo 3 came out. It was like a huge media event. This is going to be analogous to that type of shit. So you better make sure that your box.
Everybody knows it's going to be playable on whatever consoles it's available on. I mean, is it going to be available on Steam Deck? I mean on you know, because if it's available on it's going to be available on the ROG Ally X probably, and you know all that stuff. But you know,
if you jailbreak Steam to play Windows so that you can download Game Pass, then you can play. Okay, maybe you can.
I don't know how well it's going to run on that. that now overpriced
You put
piece
it-
of
you can figure
plastic.
out. You gotta
Yeah,
you gotta
I
have
get-
something to
I
show
get-
for your $949 investment.
I get 12.5 frames per second on my Steam Deck. Hey, yeah.
That's 10 frames higher than you would get on the Switch too.
It doesn't jiggle so much as shift.
Yeah, I saw it running on the Switch too, and I think the viewfinder was a little bit faster on the viewfinder.
Yeah.
At least my fingers can move a little bit faster.
I mean, if GTA, I don't even know if GTA is trying to go to the Switch too.
That would be
That's a
fucking
scary
hilarious. That would be fucking hilarious. You put it in the Switch, you just fucking explodes. Can y'all imagine that? You get the car.
It runs really good. Of course, there's no traffic on the roads, and there's no.
No, it'll be funny. You put in the cartridge, and those little Joy-Cons that snap off, they just go flying in either direction.
What's that smell? That's your Switch too, baby. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah,
What's that sound? But
the
Switch 2 is actually hovering about 3 inches above the desk. Yeah, that's.
You put it in, Miyamoto calling you personally. You take that out right now. You take that out right now. Oh shit! All right, we're giving poor Switch 2 a grief. All right, okay, let's go a little bit away from.
Man, Nova, how do I get over this? Past this part, Nova. It's a pain in the ass.
How would you know?
Nova didn't step anywhere.
He scooted away.
That's a good question. How would you know?
He
Slow roll
he got
away.
his roll on and went to the potty.
That was a funny one. I don't care what y'all say. That was a good one right there. All right, okay. Let's go to the main Summer Game Fest Keeley show. Couple of things I do wish that we would get to see. Just from a personal perspective, I wish that they give me more on both Bloodstained 2, which is the Metroidvania game, and from the Bloodstained developers, obviously, and more information on that new Castlevania as well. I'm hoping to hear something regarding what this whole next Zelda is going to be, because as much as we like to bemoan Xbox's problems, Nintendo has a very palpable problem here. They've released some of these bangers and they've not been banging, and everyone's waiting for bated breath for the next Zelda or Mario, because this is the house of Zelda and Mario, and everyone is saying that this next remake, re-envisioning of Ocarina of Times is supposed to be the next big Zelda before the mainline Zelda comes out. And Mario is probably not going to be shown until next year, apparently. Yeah, so I'm hoping we hear something from that. I hope we hear something for Judas over the Summer Games Fest, although I heard that it was delayed even further. I don't know much about it, but I'm really anticipating Ken Levine's game. And yeah, just anything just out of left field. I want to hear what Kojima puts out, because he's got two games, one with PlayStation called Fizzant and one with Xbox called OD. Hopefully we hear something about that game. And what else? Right off the top of my head.
By the way, the Judas game should cost no more than $30. I'm just saying.
Really?
Stick with history.
Yeah,
your 30 pieces of silver. Yeah.
But those will be my ones that I'm looking for in Summer Game Fest. So let me just open up to everybody. Just don't speak over each other, but just go ahead. Whoever wants to go in and chime in first. What other games? Because we sort of covered what we're expecting from the big two, if you will. What about everybody else and everything else? What do you hope to see? What are you expecting to see, etc.?
I'm looking forward to a Resident Evil 9 DLC shown in Summer's Game Fest.
Resident Evil 9 DLC. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, Requiem DLC.
Is that it?
Oh, I will say real quick that we know we're getting some Witcher DLC, so we maybe see something from the new Witcher, the series-based game.
Mm-hmm. Are you think we're going to see something from Witcher 4 or what?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they're getting ready to drop the DLC that's gonna basically probably put an end to our
Geralt.
Witcher friend. Yeah, Geralt.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
open it up for Siri to take over.
Is it ready to go? Is it like that in the like? I'm not gonna say the final phases, but getting closer to the final phase.
Well, they've announced the DLC for The Witcher 3.
Yeah,
So
but does that? I mean, I thought 4 is going to still be a couple of like 2 to 3 years out at least.
No. I look at 4 to be 18 months at most.
Oh, seriously? You think it's going to be
we
out?
could get the we could get the first teaser for it now. You know.
Yeah, we could. Seriously.
Okay, what else? What about that? Did they cancel that Eclipse game that was supposed to be made by David? What was it, David?
Which Eclipse? Jedi Eclipse?
Yes, Jedi Eclipse.
That all but disappeared. That you go to the
Yeah,
website.
it's gone.
There's been no updates. Yeah,
No.
It's gone.
It did the vaporware thing, which pisses me off because I was really excited.
Pour
for that.
one out.
Okay, so
But I do hear that we are supposedly getting a new Star Wars game, and there's light rumors that it could be based on 1313, the game that we never got, the bounty hunter.
Yep.
Game.
Yeah,
That's kind of
Eclipse
got
is
me
hanging
pumped
out
up
with
a little bit.
Knights of the Old Republic 2 in Nowheresville.
and don't forget, the mayor of Nowheresville is Beyond Good and Evil too. So there, it's in good company.
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah, what else? Anything else? Any pipe dreams? Anything that you hope that they're shot in the dark? Anybody?
Mm. I mean, no,
I
I've
would
already
like-
said it earlier, but
So
is-
I would like to see in Summer's Game Fest. I mean, I don't know. So if Xbox covers it on their showcase, it may or may not hit Summer's Game Fest. It may hit it just for the people that don't capture that don't see the Xbox showcase, but I do have to reiterate the fact that Xbox has reaffirmed their commitment to backwards compatibility. So we could see in Summer's Game Fest, we could see an Xbox ad for back compat games coming that haven't been back compat but have been requested for years. I do believe that the top 2 on that list are Simpsons Hit and Run and Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2 are the top 2 on that list. Now, the Battle for Middle-earth 2, I know that's an IP nightmare as far as licensing and stuff, but the Simpsons Hit and Run, with it being part of a network, that could really happen. We could see that added to back compat, but the reinvigorated push from Xbox and Asha Sharma into back compat, I think we're going to see something at Summer's Game Fest reiterating how they're going outside of their first party and second party games to bring back compat games to third party too.
Okay, cool. And what about you, Cozy? Anything that you're looking forward to seeing? Hopefully you would see, because I mean, you have a different take on these types of games that we traditionally play. So is there anything that you are like sort of jonesing under the radar?
Give us Viva Pinata.
Before they do that, they probably got to give us Banjo again. God damn it. I'm wishing for Banjo. So.
We've already got Viva. I could already play that. Xbox 360 Viva Pinata. It's already back compat.
Give us a new one.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
What about you? What about you, Triple? Anything that you're looking forward to? Or anything that you're hoping that you're going to announce?
I'll be honest, not really. Outside of, and I say it jokingly, but with what like I said, keeping that alive. But let me walk it back a little bit. I know there's when it comes to Monster Hunter Wilds, people say we're going to get a Iceborne or Sunbreak style expansion for Wilds that may be announced.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to learning more information about that if that happens. But really, the only game that's really on my radar that I want to see more of is Judas. But they're speaking about pushing it back another year or 2 in terms of actual release. And I guess since it's coming to mind now, I know they do have BioShock 4 still in development hell. So if we got a look of that, I mean, that's something, I suppose. But yeah, that's mostly it for me.
There's also
I do have to bring up I'd have to bring up that RPG 88 brought up a good point in the chat.
Mhm.
Yeah, we do need to see something new from Light No Fire. The
Mhm.
developers of No Man's Sky, they're
The
a
game is Light No
spherical
Fire. It's
planet based.
what's the company's name? Oh fuck, I'm having a brain for it. No Man's Skies developer. No shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to see something updated on that because I thought it
Oh.
was really cool how if you want to keep to yourself in a game, then you can. If you want to invite people to play with you, you can, because apparently the world is going to be so vast
Huge.
that you may never encounter a real player in your world as long as you play it, which
Well,
that's kind of cool.
I mean, because I think the first reveal showing they had was like co-op. They were showing you could play with other characters. So if it's
Right,
like,
you can play with co-op.
people, but it's so massive to where you might not meet other players. That's why I'm just like, you can say it's there, but if you make it extremely hard to play with other people, it's like, why? You know?
and it is
But
Sean
if there's
Murray.
no
He doesn't
invite
have the
section or
best
something
track
like that,
record,
but
when it comes to, hyping his game and being truthful about what is coming out. So everyone is like, here's the thing about Light No Fire. Everyone is encouraged because they sort of did rectify the cluster that was No Man's Sky. And it's a very compelling game right now. It's extremely well done, especially.
oh no.
So they're happy that they did that, but people are like, well, this looks promising, but we don't want to get fucked over like we did with No Man's Sky. So
I mean, it just goes back to gaming 101. Like, people need to set their expectations accordingly. And I do agree with Sean Murray. His whole issue during the whole marketing push of No Man's Sky was like promising stuff that just wasn't there. Granted, the game eventually got updated and they added a lot of
I
stuff.
think it's also because like it was like this little indie game, and like someone was like, "Hey, check this out." They put it out there on one of the major showcases, and the whole world was like, "Holy fuck, this game!" And it's like, well, now they had these massive expectations of this game because it had this huge spotlight put on it.
It was that, and he really was promising things that just weren't there day one.
Yeah, 11 quintillion planets. No one will ever
meet other
reach the same
players.
And like a week later, people were like, "Hey, what's up, Joe?
I found someone else."
Steve?
Yeah, I mean, we're on the same planet at the same
Spaceship.
time,
How'd you
and
get here?
there's like this
Spaceship.
weird,
Okay.
So, but I mean, like, hopefully that's something as a studio, as a company, and as an individual, he learned from. Like, let's not overpromise,
Well, we would hope so, right? But that's as asking somebody to learn from their mistakes, and I don't think anyone in this industry is capable of doing that because I've yet to find somebody who has. Yeah. So they say one thing and then they take a true step with their right foot, and then they just take their left foot and shove it right in their mouth again. So yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a developer out there. I can't name off the top of my head that has learned from their previous experiences, but
yeah. Tell me how tell me which one that is, and tell me how that's working out for you, that search. Okay, so I'll come back to you in 5 years, and when you find one, you can let me know.
Oh yeah, Capcom. The BS that Capcom did over the years with DLC on the freaking disc and all kinds of other shit. We can see they're now the darling of the industry.
Well, for the time being, until they're not. So yeah.
Yeah.
What about Square Enix? Do you think we see the last version of Final Fantasy VII Part 3 or whatever? I mean, there's that rumor
Final
of
Fantasy
that Chrono Trigger remake or remaster or whatever.
Really, for real, this is the last
Rebirth, Resurgence, Revengeance,
right?
Renegotiated, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, who the hell knows?
We're gonna see Kingdom Hearts 4 this year, aren't we?
Oh yeah, exclusive to Disney Plus.
All right, okay.
I don't understand the like Kingdom Hearts. Like I played Kingdom Hearts, was it 4 or 3, whatever the last one was, because I was like, I heard how amazing it was. And it was just a very meh game. I guess the ones before that were better, so maybe I need to play those. But I tried watching a video on Kingdom Hearts lore, not realizing that there's about 17 fucking billion Kingdom Hearts games, and the lore from game to game just kind of jumps all over the place. It was like a fucking 45-minute video trying to explain the lore.
But you
of
see,
Kingdom
Nova,
Hearts.
that's where
I
your
shut that
problem
shit
first
off 20 minutes
started.
in.
When you first decided to dip into this IP, you did not know that you needed to first write a dissertation on the story before you can get into the third game. So,
Yeah.
so you did
I
not know
tried
that.
to
I
get it.
apologize. You know.
Everybody's always telling me how great Kingdom Hearts is, and I tried to get into that game. I'm like, this is so.
It's really not that great.
so
And
much.
and once the coolness, if you want to call it coolness, of seeing your Disney characters with your Square Enix characters kind of wears off, which
Yeah.
happens really fast. It's like, okay.
I was
And
never
by the
a
way,
Disney
what
kid.
level were you talking about, Paul? You said you couldn't get through it.
Oh, it's the Reach Hyperion where you drop down and the water's electrified and you can't move on till you de-electrify the water. I can't figure out
I didn't drop into any de-electrified
Right
water.
back. Uh-oh.
Then you did. Well, no, you had to complete the game, dude. Then the section I'm on. So
I don't remember if I fell in electrified water though.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to talk
toward
about
the end of
electrified.
It's toward the end of the game. It's toward the end of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, there's different ways we could have gotten there though, depending on what we did. So I'm trying to think.
So
No, it's
my
pretty-
wife,
Mhm.
my
Oh,
wife
I
was really
can't
big.
remember.
My
I'm
wife
sorry,
was
tell her
really
to go on a
big.
diet.
Go ahead.
No, my wife was really big on those games, and she loved the Disney characters. She loved the whole Final Fantasy type of gameplay take on the Disney universe. But
We're just gonna
I
clip where you said
believe,
my wife is really big, and we're gonna let her hear that part.
dude, my wife weighs 115 pounds. So come at me, bro.
So what you're saying is she
But I
weighs as much
think-
as your left finger?
Yes, pretty much, or my cock, whichever you want to take. But look, I think
Finger
that
it is okay.
it was really cool at first, but like all other turn-based strategy games, I think it kind of wore its way into a more of a niche crowd because just like me, like okay, when I got my PlayStation 1, I was big on Final Fantasy 7 because that was the shit. That's what everybody's playing. That was what it was all about. The PlayStation console, Final Fantasy 7. Today, I hate turn-based strategy. I freaking hate it. I can't stand it.
Capacity to just sit there and look at it.
Yeah, it's like the mental capacity to like all the other games and all the other experiences that we've been hit with, and then you want to go back to a game where it's like, okay, here, I hit you. Now let me sit here and wait to see if you can hit me. No, I'm sorry, that don't jive with me anymore. And I think my wife, she really enjoyed the earlier Kingdom.
Well, for you to sort
Games
of take that gameplay loop and sort of trivialize it is what it is. But I love turn-based games to this day because there's a little bit more cerebral approach to it, to my opinion. I mean, I challenge you to fight some of these end bosses like the Ruby weapon, the Omega weapon, the last boss for Octopath Traveler. It is not an easy go of things. Sea of Stars is not an easy go of things. You know, it's a different type of gameplay loop than the one that you're accustomed to, but it is what it is. So, you know.
And I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I mean, to each their
Did
own.
you,
Right? Like I don't like marathon.
So I am curious. Did you? I didn't play through it myself, but Expedition 33. Because again, my whole thing is just sitting there staring. Press A, wait. Press A, wait. Whereas Expedition, you're actively engaged through the whole
Exactly.
combat.
Expedition was the perfect blend between turn-based and action. That's why it did so well. That's why it won Game
There's
of
a
the
lot
Year
of games
and
like
countless
that. They're
accolades.
not the only one. You just know of one, but there's plenty of other games that are like that. They're not the only ones.
Well,
that
I'll
are
tell you
stellar.
what, another game that
it depends on how they like the XCOM games are turn based, and I love
Oh,
the
yeah.
XCOM games.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
but I don't. In
well,
general,
no,
I
no.
don't- I
So
don't-
the XCOM
Total
games aren't
War.
really turn-based. They're more of tactics games.
That's
Yeah.
but
turn-based.
they're still,
That's
but they're still
turn-based.
turn-based
Tactical
tactics.
turn-based.
They're still turn-based tactics.
I think it's more
Well,
so like when
no,
it comes
no,
to with
tactical
XCOM,
turn-based
I
is-
think
It's still
so like with
turn-based.
well, no. So when we, at least for me, when I think turn-based, it's me looking at a menu, press A, you attack, I wait. Whereas XCOM or really the limited time I have with Gears Tactics, I'm on the battlefield, moving
Exactly.
my members around, planning where they're
I
positioned,
don't
and
care
doing
where
a lot
you move your
of the
member,
stuff.
dude. That's up to you.
Members,
Yeah, with a
squad,
tactics game,
whatever. You're engaged on like map, there's positioning and all that stuff like that. Whereas with
Yeah,
again,
it's
with
a lot of
turn-based, you're
positioning.
But it's still
sitting-
turn-based.
It's
well,
still-
but you're
Yeah,
focusing.
but on turn-based,
you're
on turn-based,
focusing
you
on the
enter a
most turn-based.
you enter combat with an enemy. You're both on screen, and you may get the first roll, and you may not.
yeah, I mean, it's
When
basically
in a
D&D.
tactics
Basically, it's the
game,
same.
I know how many.
It's like D&D.
Well, even in like with Baldur's Gate, for example, it is turn-based, but you're still positioning on the map. You're tossing out spells and just really utilizing
Yeah.
so many different elements. And I know with like turn-based games, it is stat-based. It is like the planning and building of everything when it comes to making your squad.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, you're still kind of just waiting, pressing A, and unless there's something like I said with Expedition 33, where in between the attacks and defense, you're engaging with parry, block, dodge, whatever. Or as I said with Baldur's Gate, your positioning can alter your chances of hitting or what combos.
Oh
you do and
yeah,
stuff
in
like that.
Baldur's Gate, if you got an archer, the closer you can get to your target, the better you are. It's not like entering a combat where it's you see on screen your guy's on the left side, the enemy on the right side. Okay, let's see who hits and who misses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
No,
I
it's
mean,
it's all about positioning and strategy.
yeah, but there's a lot of other games. Well, you're thinking about like Final Fantasy, where you're like all the enemies are on the left side and you're on the right side, and blah blah blah. But that
That is my
Is
definition
that-
of a turn-based game.
Is that not what we were just talking about?
no, we're
Well,
talking like
yeah,
there's
it's
games
that-
like right now, Final Fantasy VII, currently right now is
Remake,
not
yeah.
like that. You have to be actively
No.
in the turn. It's turn-based, but it's an active combat. So
I
old
really wouldn't
school
really
was.
call
Yes, the
remake
old school
turn-based.
original Final
It's
Fantasy one was
really.
that. Yeah, go ahead.
Correct me. It's been a while since I played remake, the original remake and Rebirth. But is there like some type of you could pause to select what skills you're doing, but you're pressing X, you're dodging, you're
Yeah.
mashing,
Yeah.
and
Well, the thing is,
attacking
you
and stuff like that.
you have to use regular attacks, regular melee
Build up
attacks
your
to build
meter,
up your
yeah.
meters, and then once your meter is filled up enough for you to be able to do an attack, then you select one of your attacks from the list. So it's a combination between
Turn-based,
DMC
yeah.
style combat and then turn based.
Yeah, hack and slash, and that's what he's talking about. We're talking about like your original. Think way back on the Final Fantasy VII on PS1, where
Yeah, that one.
I
Yeah.
press A, you go. I press A, you go.
I mean, there's,
like there's
Yeah.
yeah.
and there's only very few games that still do it, but like games like Dragon Quest, these are an iconic franchise. People play it because it's Dragon Quest, not because of the gameplay loop. So it is what it
No,
is.
yeah.
You know,
No, I definitely get it. I just speaking for myself again, and not for KY, but I just can't sit and stare. That's why with some games they have like the fast forward button
Mhm.
when you're just able to fast forward through the turns and everything like that. So I'm in the action a bit more. But like I said, just me personally, I guess when playing to me action
So-
games and stuff like that, I can't just.
I guess
I don't know,
I'll
when
add.
I play those games, I always increase the speed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I gotta increase the speed for me to stay engaged. Otherwise, I'm just like, I gotta
I'll-
wait
I'll-
for this
Some of the animations
special
are long.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they really are. They really are.
And
I
like
guess I'll add triple to the list of people that continually refer to me as KY. Okay.
I'm sorry.
all right, speaking of that, let's go ahead and call it a night because we are about 10 minutes over, 11 minutes over than we're supposed to be going. But yeah, let me go ahead and start with you, Nova, because I started with you in the beginning, so I'm going to finish off with you as well in the
Well,
beginning.
he's gonna finish you off, Nova. There you go.
Oh.
I know you
we're
can't
gonna
feel
start,
it, but
we're
you
going to start
enjoy
our
it.
endings
Yeah.
with you as well.
Get
So, all right, tell us where you can find your big homie.
Finish him.
YouTube, Supernova Gaming, X, Twitter at Yo It's Nova, and then here every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern for Wasted with Wize.
Cool beans. My man Paul, tell us where we can find you, sir.
I don't know, same place as last week. Anybody ever
Same
pay
place you
attention?
always-
You can find me at
I have a
Access
short
Cerebral Paul
attention
1.
span, so there you go.
It's called ADHD.
Twitch at Cerebral Paul. You find me every Wednesday, Games Out Live with Steve-O. And then every Friday here,
You're
Wasted
the
with
guy,
Wise.
Steve,
And you can also check out my work on lordsofgaming.net, where I'm an editor and contributor.
Okay, cool beans.
Great work too.
Cozy.
Check it out.
Whoop, you can find me here on Friday nights.
Mhm.
You can find me on TSWS bull sitting on Thursday nights.
And on OnlyFans on Saturdays.
No.
Oh,
So
No,
Sundays.
She
on the
moved
Lord's
that
Day.
show to
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Is
She was
your
that-
fucking
Only on the Lord's
cockatiel
Day.
singing fucking Game of Thrones?
Oh, she's saying she remixes like something. I'm playing a game. She'll start remixing it, so it's probably just her own remix of like Flame in the Flood, some music from Flame in the Flood. She like
Start doing a
does-
remix of Through the Fire and Flames.
Like at first, I didn't realize she was. I thought she was just like doing this random tune, and then I heard her like when I was playing Brotato, and I was like, "Oh, so she does remixes."
You found out when Nintendo hit you with a copyright claim for something she was singing.
Yeah.
And on the right,
You
and
know,
on the
Cozy, I
turntables
love
tonight,
birds.
DJ Cockatiel.
That sounds like one of our songs.
All right, Steve, tell us where we can find you, sir.
Yo, this is Steady Stevo, aka KY Bob. I host the Games Out Live podcast on Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do Thursdays quite often this time during the year because of all the showcase and things that happen on Wednesdays and Thursday mornings, and we don't really want to wait 7 days to talk about it. So next week, our show will also be Thursday because of the two shows that'll happen before the show. And we want to make sure that we cover all that and not have to wait 7 days to talk about it. And you can catch the Band of Hooligans on my YouTube channel, which is the Games Out Live YouTube channel. We kind of tightened things up. We kind of changed the way that we look, the way the show is structured. I really think it's a push in the right direction. So check us out. And you can catch me every Friday here as a panelist on the Wasted with Wize podcast, where me and Paul are the two sober folks that are dealing
Hey.
with the
I'm not drinking.
Okay. The two of many sober folks that are dealing with our drunk host. There we go.
Hey, have you seen you? You need alcohol to deal with you, okay? Trust me.
Oh, shut the F up. Hey, when I first quit drinking, you kept telling me that I had to start drinking again because I was so quiet.
Yeah.
Now that I've finally gotten used to it and broken out of my shell and I'm talking more often, you still give me shit. So I don't know.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't. You know, I like giving shit. I'm like, just call me the Asian
He's
R. Kelly.
really- Actually, I think when you quit drinking, I viewed it as like the addicts have it. They always have to have somebody to drink with them. You know, so they're always like, oh, come on. Yeah.
There you go.
Do it. Come on.
Triple.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
so I enjoy doing my show on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and I enjoy being here on Wasted with Wize. I do actually look forward to it. I'm always looking forward to seeing the post on X that Wize is going to have a show. When he doesn't have a show on Fridays, I'm kind of let down because I'm a little more. I try to be a little more serious on Game Set Live because I am the host and I really want to kind of drive the direction of the show. But as Wize can attest to this. When you're a host to a show, being a guest on a show is it's so much fun because I don't have to do anything. I just have to sit here and answer questions. I don't have to, there's no responsibility involved. So I really do look forward to Fridays on Wasted with Wize because I don't have to do anything but just sit here and give my 2 cents. I don't have to drive the topics. I don't have to worry about what OBS is doing. I don't have to worry about intros and lowering somebody's volume because they're too loud that night. I don't have to worry about anything. I just have to worry about sitting here, being on camera, and having a good time.
No matter how bad the show is. I mean,
yeah. Okay. On that note, as I end every show that I'm a part of, please, gamers, get outside. Touch some grass. Remember, there is grass. There's an outside world to your gaming world. Remember to hug somebody you love. You don't know how much time you have left with them. But at the end of the day, remember that you can't take care of anybody until you take care of yourself first. So remember, your sanity is first and foremost. And if you need to take time, get away, relax, play some games, and please, game on.
Oh, we dive up.
All right, Triple, tell us where we can find you, sir.
You can find me here. I don't really have anything else scheduled for myself, so you can find me here on Fridays on 7 Eastern Standard Time.
All right. Okay. So that is our podcast for tonight. So want to thank everyone who showed up in the chat. Retro, RPG88, D487 as always. Real Gamer. Yeah, I got Real Gamer. I got Enate, Will 77. Yeah, guys, I really thank you guys for showing up. It would not be a show without you guys. I have your tweets and stuff going up on the screen live, and the panelists are reading it, and of course we will respond, which are the ones that we think are, I guess they feel like they want to respond to. So yeah, you can catch us here every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, my name is Wize Gamer, the man who brings the fun dysfunctional. You could catch me on PlayStation.
And talk about a serious misnomer in many ways. Sorry.
Do you want me to put you in timeout? Damn it!
but not the old part. Let me just that part sticks.
Yeah, I'm the man who brings the fun and dysfunctional or something like that. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so catch me. You can catch me on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, X, whatever. Wize Old Gamer with Z, TikTok, Wize Old Gamer with Z. And next, a little bit of show notes. Next week we will be, I will be podcasting or hosting or streaming live all three showcases, all three, the PlayStation Showcase, the Summer Game Fest, and the Xbox Showcase on my After Party channel. That is my streaming / I don't know if I'm going to put it on After Party channel or I'm going to put it on Wize Talks, but it will be on the Wasted Network. So yeah, you will see it. I think it'll either be probably be my Wize Talk episodes. That's where I'm going to be streaming it on. So yeah, I am going to be starting 3 shows. I have this show, and then I got 2 more. I got the Wize Talk, which is just my candid thoughts and stuff. Just me, maybe 1 or 2 people at most, if any. I'm going to be doing a gaming podcast, a gaming streaming thing called The After Party. It's going to be streaming only on YouTube and Twitch, and we're going to start that tomorrow night, hopefully. So yeah, just tune in wherever you can find me and where you can find these illustrious individuals, and we will see you next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And before I clock out, like I always like to say, you can be anywhere. But you've not
clock out. We getting paid,
but we've not been anywhere until you first.
I am. I don't know about you.
I bought you guys enough shit. Okay, shut up. You've not been anywhere till you first been wasted with Wize. Have a great night, everybody, and we will see you next Friday. Play James Bond.
Whoop whoop.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.